What's up, folks? Welcome to the Tuesday Salty Nerd Podcast live show on Tuesday with the Salty Nerd Podcast. I'm joined, as always, by my fantastic panel of nerds. Matt Vader's here. What's up, dude?
Hey, bud.
How you doing?
Hello.
There you go.
Is that what you want? You want some excitement? Yeah, no, I don't know, man.
Sarcasm is thick.
Hello.
Get out of my shot.
Get out of my
bitch.
shot. I'm having some issues.
Can't work under these conditions.
My
Going to my trailer.
my phone keeps going black. I don't know how to keep it from timing out.
Oh, what
But
if
I'm-
you go black?
But I'm wow.
Wow.
God dang, dude.
Katie's here.
Jeez.
Might as well. Go ahead, buddy.
Hello.
And last but not least, Jude.
Oh, hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. Two bits of news before we get into our house cleaning and set up
Oh.
for the live streams.
You're just going right to this?
I have to talk about this. I just got an alert on my phone. I follow a couple Las Vegas news things. They've just approved via some kind of a bill passed through Congress that they will now be testing nuclear bombs
Yes.
20 miles outside of our town.
I'm
Again.
excited.
They said the last time they did this was 1963 because everybody died.
That's awesome. No, it's like 100 miles north when they did it then.
It says 20 miles, but Vegas is so much
Dude,
bigger now.
That's what made the city.
Vegas is so much bigger
Everybody
now.
moved to town to build dams and blow up nuclear
And I work right next to
I've
the Air
always
Force
wanted
Base.
a tail.
God. Also, Disneyland supposedly is coming to town just off the Blue Diamond Strip over here.
Wait.
Balance.
It's
What are they
like
doing?
we got nuclear bombs in Disneyland.
Yeah.
We're so fucked,
what
guys.
Come on over, you guys.
What kind of Disneyland? Is that going to be next to the new Sony Studios? It's
Land or
Probably.
world?
No, that's in Summerlin.
Land or world?
Disneyland.
going to be Disney Desert.
Yeah, Walt Disney Company has announced the plans to build a new theme park in Las Vegas
Can
on
we-
Blue Diamond and Fort Apache, which is not that far away from where we are right now.
No, is it going to be water themed?
So come on down and fuck up the traffic even more.
I can't believe it.
God, you
I can't
we
wait.
really are turning into LA
It's-
East,
it's-
man.
it's
Oh,
ridiculous.
It's absurd.
We got to move.
We've got to get the hell out of here, guys.
We got to buy a compound in Texas.
Yeah,
Texas
we got to
or
make Tim
Florida.
Pool money so we can go to
Yeah.
fucking Virginia
Get
somewhere.
the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of Vegas.
It takes me 45 minutes to get to work. It took me 20 minutes to get there a year ago.
Oh God. That being said, go to Las Vegas. Go to Salty Nerd Live. No, Salty Nerd. What is it? Club.com. Club. SaltyNerdClub.com and join up and become
we-
a member so that we can
can
get
we
the
move-
fuck out of this town.
Can we move to some little Texas town?
I don't want to go to
with-
Texas.
With a T1 line, build like a castle.
I don't want to go to Texas.
Salty Nerd Castle.
What about Northern Nevada? Northern Nevada.
No.
It's really nice.
Hell no.
Ugh.
It's cold. I need dry. I have joint issues.
Okay, old man.
Okay, we can go to
We're
Arizona.
going to Sedona.
Yeah. Wine country, Arizona.
Oh, Sedona's
Mm,
nice.
I
though.
Yes.
Sedona's nice.
Yeah.
Sedona's
I don't
nice.
think
But it's
my
filled
wife-
with hippies.
Too hippie.
It's very
It's
hippie.
too much patchouli oil.
Oh my God. Get a motorcycle, braid your beard. You'll be fine.
It's infested with people who use patchouli oil to bathe in.
You like
It's
patchouli.
gross. It stinks. It smells like a Grateful Dead
Do
concert.
you think you smell great?
I smell
Yeah,
like
How do you?
I
think you
smell like aloe and flowers. Okay, I use Dr. Squatch aloe soap.
I
And-
smell like whiskey and regret.
Right.
And a little bit of vomit. Just
Yeah, just a little, just a little.
Still behind the ears.
And some soiled.
what I
I
do?
see my
I poured
pressure.
whiskey the other day and I smell like this. I
Yeah.
got some on my hand. Yeah, man.
bourbon and ivory.
Bourbon.
It's good. It's a good smell.
I was like, you smell good today.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I'm a little worried about our town. But anyway,
What is shit?
we are here today to talk about Three Body Problems season full in whole retrospect.
Gonna get spoiled.
it will be
Killing
spoiled.
today.
My words don't make sense.
Just so everybody knows,
Welcome to the Tuesday.
I think this is the first
on
time.
Tuesday.
I think it's the first time in a while where we're all like trying to make some life change. style
We're all
stuff.
sober
We're all
today.
sober.
We're all drinking water.
Water.
Just like ugh.
Water and power.
Whatever that
Zero.
nonsense
Powerade
red
Zero.
dye is that you're drinking.
Fruit punch. I
That's
need
a health drink.
Yeah, making life changes over here.
Powerade Zero.
Look how healthy I am.
Zero. It's got aspartame
Got
in it.
nothing in it.
It's got asbestos in it.
Flavored with other natural flavors.
Flavored with flavor.
Flavored with flavor.
Welcome to the
Is that
Tuesday.
what it says? Flavored with other natural flavors. Yeah, makes perfect.
All right. What else do we got to say?
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking for 10 members, 10 gifted members, because members get access to our live stream right after
'Cause
this
why
live
wouldn't
stream.
you want to pay for more of this?
Why would
It
you
has-
want to pay for more of my
It's got
nonsense?
50%
He's still
more
on this.
electrolytes.
It took him 45 minutes to Google Limp Biscuit this morning.
50% more electrolytes versus the leading sports.
I was like, hey, man, Google when Limp Biscuit was hot. And he was like 15 minutes later.
1994.
Still couldn't figure it out. I don't know how to
Fucking-
Google
yeah, I
it.
hate it when he's right. I hate it when he's right. he gets corrected so much in our comments and shit. It's like, well, actually, Kadish, this movie came out and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, fucking take it to him. Let's go. Then he nails me to
We've already got a
Biscuit.
$10 super sticker from Mr. Anderson. Welcome
Right.
back. It's good to see you, sir. Thank you so much. That's a very generous super sticker. I appreciate it. Yeah, we thank you. That'll the $10 get us gas money to get the hell out of Vegas when they start dropping
Yeah,
nukes.
we need money for Five Guys burgers.
I don't go there.
Dairy Queen ice cream.
Dairy Queen was expensive.
Jesus Christ.
You want to tell your story
You
about
see
Dairy
that?
Queen before we get into this?
So my wife and I go out to dinner last night once, which was
Ron's Flaming Fajitas?
Fajitas, which-
Oh, and a follow-up with Dairy Queen?
yeah, it was 60,
That's a date.
$60 bucks.
That's a
60
date.
bucks for fajitas for two.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
right?
man.
It's just 6 ounces of steak and a couple shrimps on the thing, right? That's it. It's some tortillas and chips.
Uh-huh.
And so we went for a drive. We drove down the strip. Mistake. Construction everywhere.
You went for a drive down the strip?
Yeah.
Oh
What's
my
wrong with
God.
you?
I don't know. She likes to do that once in a while. She doesn't work down there.
Yeah.
She likes to see what's going on with the
It's like
the new,
F1.
with the new stuff and everything.
Yeah.
So it took us forever to get halfway home. So then I go, you know what? I want an ice cream cone, just a small half and half ice cream cone, chocolate vanilla. And she goes, where do you want to go? And I should have said McDonald's, but I said Dairy Queen. And she said, okay. So we drive over there. There's 4 cars in line.
It's immediately
I'm like,
annoyed.
I'm like, fuck. This is gonna take 45 minutes, right? So, but I get in line, and sure enough, it was about 10 minutes per car, and they're getting blizzards, fucking blizzards.
And
You know,
that machine is always broken.
It's ridiculous.
Nick
right?
says, have you seen the prices at Taco Bell?
Yeah, it's insane. So I go up there and I order, and you know, literally 25 minutes later, it was 25-minute wait for 4 cars, and I get up there. I'm at the window, people in there too. There's these 2 teenagers working, and she comes up to the window like 2 minutes after I'd been sitting there.
Mhm.
She goes, are you waiting for a pickup or something? Are you delivering?
Are you an Uber Eats?
Yeah, that's what she thought I was. I'm like, and I go, 2 small chocolate,
All sheepish.
chocolate vanilla swirled cones that I ordered a half a fucking hour ago. And she looks at me, fucking just stoned out of her mind, just blazing red eyes, right? And I'm like, oh,
This
God.
poor girl
It was
is
just like,
working at
I'm
Dairy
like,
Queen.
what the fuck? And she goes, oh, you wanted the 2 swirls. Yeah, that's what I wanted.
He hates people who work in
That's-
food
hates
service.
people.
That's what I
No,
wanted.
just
Yeah.
stop the sentence there. He hates
He hates
people.
people.
Period.
Yeah, but the
And-
people who work in food service also
Especially.
hate him.
Fucking-
Especially.
Also
they're
hate him.
retarded. Every one of them. And
Saying that.
retarded. And
Every time you say it, it's just gonna.
I don't care. And she goes, okay, swirls, just a second. And then she comes back. That'll be $8.24, please. I'm like, $8.24 for 2 small
It's
cones.
the world we live in.
Yeah,
and,
man.
and my wife immediately's eyes ding 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 in the back of her head, and she's like, $8. Oh my god! And I almost drove off, but I said no.
For a $2 ice cream
Give me
cone.
my fuck. Here's your whatever. I'm never coming back here. And so I give her my card. 5 minutes later, I finally get my 2 half melted cones. They didn't get the lumps right. They couldn't even get the Dairy
There's
Queen.
no swirl.
There's no swirl on
There's no
top.
little-
So I pull up.
Did you not? You went back in?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
pull up like 2 car lengths into the drive-through after I get my ice cream cone. So like, and I stop. I go out. I have my Wi-Fi phone. Take my picture. I take her thing. I take her. And I'm looking at it. Take my fucking picture.
Do you have?
Oh, I have it.
I gotta see.
I gotta see it too.
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
post it.
see this
I'm
picture.
gonna post it here in a
Okay.
little bit.
All right.
And it was
It's gonna
just
take him 45 minutes
It's gonna
to
figure it out.
figure out where
no.
it is.
It was just ridiculous. I was so angry. I'm never going to Dairy Queen again. And I really like Dairy Queen, but it's annoying. I can't.
All
I just
right.
can't anymore.
We got a super chat from You'll Fog That Bitch for $1.99. Says is Godzilla X Kong good? Stay
we're
tuned
gonna
to find
get to
out.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stay tuned to find out. We're gonna talk all about it here in a couple minutes after we're done talking about 3 body problem.
I'm like crying.
Oh, that's why I wear these. So people can't see my sadness.
I'll post the picture in
Um,
Discord if they want.
I don't have a synopsis. He does the synopsis for shows.
Oh, okay. Kadish, are you prepared with a synopsis for the show? Perfect.
No.
All right. Okay. 3 body problem. I think I just made Kadish kind of explain what happens, but basically it's an alien invasion TV show.
Yeah.
But the aliens will be here in 400 years because they're going at 1% of light speed from their previous planet.
But they're already on the attack.
But they're already on our, they've got quantum computers floating around the planet,
But
like
those
just
bugs-
mucking things up.
They're folding some space. and
They're
shit.
doing weird
Yeah.
shit. None of it makes any sense.
Yeah.
Our resident smart person, Dr. Target, has poked holes in everything about it. But besides that, it's actually a pretty fun
Well,
show.
I'm really-
it's an alien invasion story based off of a series of very popular novels
Mm-hmm.
from a Chinese science fiction author. It's based off of a trilogy. We've been talking about this show for like the past 3 or 4 episodes. We reviewed the first 5 episodes in last week's podcast, and now we're going to review the entire season and spoilers.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
you don't want it spoiled, just fast forward to the next chapter.
I do want to start by saying that going back to the opening of this show is so brutal and just shines this horrible, horrible light on communist China. And you're just watching this, you're like, oh my God. Like, it makes you really realize how brutal communism can be at its worst. And it's like they're on stage and they've got the actor who played Father
Young
June
June,
from
or Father
Warrior.
June,
Yeah,
yeah.
Father June from Warrior.
Yeah.
Perry
He has
Young.
Perry
Young.
Young. I think I can't remember his last
Perry
name.
Young.
Yeah, Perry. He's on stage. He's a physicist, and the Communist Party is just like, you are not allowed to believe in science. Your science is bullcrap. And this and it's just ragging on. He's got a dunce cap on, and they're
Yeah.
beating the living
Mhm.
shit out
He's
of
just
him.
like, this is one of the fundamentals to this theory, and
Yeah.
I'm a theorist, and
Yeah.
like, and they're just
And his
like,
wife
"No,
turns on him, which was brutal too. She's like, "Oh, I've realized the
Well,
error in
look
my
at her.
way," and like, she kills her husband essentially. I mean, the blood's on
They
her
made,
hand.
they made her do it.
I know they made her do it, but she had no spine to fight back. She was just like, "Oh, I give
mean,
up." Oh.
Jude would sell me out in a second.
100%.
Yeah. Live or die.
We got,
But
we got a kid to take care of. One of us has to live.
yeah, but the story follows. It's kind of like a Ned Stark and Arya Stark scenario here, with like the daughter's in the crowd watching her father be beaten to
Yeah.
death and killed, and that daughter goes on to become a very important player in the whole entire TV show.
Fucks up the whole
But
world.
she's the one who contacts the aliens,
Yeah.
and they warn her. They're like, "Don't contact us."
Yeah.
Whatever pacifist
There's,
was
like,
on the other side.
one good alien up there,
Yeah,
and he's
like,
like,
no,
yo,
There's one.
you
there's-
don't want our attention.
Yeah.
Just don't respond. And she's like, nah, I'm gonna fuck up this planet.
These humans suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically,
We're a virus. We need eradicated.
come and destroy
Come and
us,
get us.
please.
Hack
Yeah.
the planet.
Yeah, hack the planet. Yeah, she got the one pacifist on the line, and she was like, "No, I want people with warmongers on. Like, get some people over here to blow up
Yeah.
the planet." So she starts this whole ball rolling, and I guess it kind of becomes this weird cultish, like, religious sect that worships the aliens that are on their way,
Mhm.
and they have means of communication now that are fairly instantaneous, if not instantaneous.
Yeah, they're in,
With scientific bullshit, blah 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 facts. But they're communicating with these aliens, and the aliens become like this little cult's god, and they start doing all these weird things like eco-terrorism.
They have to
and they're
prep the world.
they're
to-
prepping the world for the alien invasion, yada yada. And then there's this other force who finds out about this, and they're trying to prevent the aliens from
Yeah.
coming and taking over. And that's kind of the really meat of the whole
well,
thing.
and,
It's
and the
like-
aliens, the premise of the show is the aliens are trying to stifle our
Mhm.
technology.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're trying to slow us down.
They're killing all the people that are smart, making them commit suicide so that our technology doesn't advance beyond their own by the time they get here in 400 years.
Yeah.
Because if that was able to be done, then we would be able to stop them before they get here.
Right.
Due to our technological
Advancement.
track.
Yeah, because from
Which is kind of a cool concept.
from 1900 to 2000, we've advanced like hundreds of years for them,
Which is
like
truth.
which is true. Yeah, we went from like what the
Our-
Wright brothers
our-
to going into
Our
space.
technology track is
Yes.
it's insane.
Yeah, it's
you know?
crazy.
My grandmother, I think I've said this before. My grandmother saw she went from she literally came over on a covered wagon to the west
No
Oregon
shit.
Trail.
to people on the moon.
Your grandmother?
My grandmother.
Yeah, your grandmother's 1930s.
She passed away in the 80s at the age of like 88 or something like that.
I think your people were just
Yeah.
poor.
So like 1900. I think you guys were just poor.
I don't know,
That's like World War One. We had like cars and shit,
Yeah.
bro.
my grandma was no.
It would have been 1900s if she died at 80.
She came as a little girl in the 1800s, late 1800s.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No shit. Are you that old?
I'm 54.
I'm sorry.
My dad had me late. He's 86,
Yeah.
84, 85 right now.
That's crazy. Anyway, That's basically the premise of the show. Our goal here today is to whether or not to tell you guys to invest your time in it, I guess, in
Actually,
a
my
way.
grandmother passed away in her
We're still on this. Okay.
in the 70s. I'm sorry. I was 8.
Okay.
So in 1978.
So Jude, I want to get your thoughts first
Hmm.
to liven up the conversation a little bit. That was not a dead grandma joke. Sorry.
I don't care. I wasn't close. I was
No pun intended.
No, it was good.
Speaking of dead bitches,
Gotta
Hi.
liven up the conversation.
I was just saying, our technology advancement.
It has. Yes, it has.
Insane.
Anyway, so Jude, I don't know if
Yeah.
you were into the show to begin with, or if Kate has dragged you along. How do you feel about now that you finished the whole
he
season?
dragged me along
Okay.
a bit, but I was like, I'll give it one episode, and if I hate it, I'm gonna check out. I didn't hate it.
Mhm.
I think it's fine. He went bananas over it, and I don't really get the hype. I like it. I think it's fine. I'm not super like, oh, sci-fi, but I love like alien stuff. I think that stuff is really intriguing. I have some problems with it. I hate the character of Augie. But ultimately, I'm just like, yeah, it's fine.
Augie's like the self-righteous character in the
Yeah.
group where she
Yeah.
just feels like she's better than everybody.
So flip-flop wish-wash.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm ride or die until I'm not. And now I'm out. And fuck you guys. And you guys, you don't even know who your boyfriend is. Oh, I'm back on the job, guys. I
Yeah.
hate her.
Well,
I hate her.
fun fact: that actress who played Augie was in Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah.
Oh.
She played the daughter of like the guy who was making Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah,
Like
she's
whatever.
bad
Oh
guy.
yeah. Okay.
She's a bad
All
guy.
right. I remember
Long
that scene.
hair.
Augie is annoying. She
Yeah.
can be.
Yeah.
She's smoking hot though, so I don't mind looking at her on
Which
screen.
one was she?
She's the hot one.
She's the one that had the countdown in her eyes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that one.
The pretentious science bitch.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it. The nanotechnology chick.
The one who
Oh,
made the fibers.
We can talk about episode 5 now because
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
spoiling this.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
the first 4 episodes are like just hard setup.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
setting up mysteries and setting up the characters and this and
But-
that.
I mean,
And for me, it was a bit of like a
The first 4 episodes are like, ooh, something
Yeah,
spooky.
what's going on?
Flashback.
before we just like get into details, I just want to say
That you love your grandmother.
no. I've come down on this show.
have
I
you?
remember last week I felt like I was I enjoyed it, and I
Mhm.
did enjoy it, but it hasn't settled well in my brain with me. It actually, we're going to talk about episode 5 here, but episode 5 was the peak
Yeah,
of this show for me.
for sure.
And it was a lot of long, boring, pretentious setup and character development and introductions to episode 5. Then some shit happened, and then it just kind of like went back down again into that
Some more pretentious
some more
character
pretentious
development.
development. And and I wish I had been able to keep up the enthusiasm that I had for this show, but it's gone. I don't have it anymore, and that's not a good sign because I don't really care if I watch a season 2 now.
Yeah.
You know what?
Well,
what I'm saying?
they introduced a couple of interesting things later on in the season that makes me curious what they're going to do with that information
Mhm.
in the next season. But I'm kind of with you. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, it's fun. It's interesting, but it drags a bit. I think I need faster pace.
I need more action.
I need more
Give
action,
me some
basically. I need some cool stuff to happen. They kind of drip feed you cool stuff
Yeah.
a little bit here and there. Like I said, episode 5 is definitely the peak. There's a big thing that happens, almost like a mid-season finale almost.
Yeah.
Where like something crazy happens. They find, I don't know, you guys want to talk about it, or should I get Kadish's thoughts on this first? Kadish, give your because you're
Give us your.
I'm getting the
brief
impression that you're more hyped about the show than
Yeah.
the rest of
Yeah,
us.
he likes it a lot.
Well, I was expecting to hate this show because I didn't like the book. I don't like Dan Benioff and D.B. Weiss or any of those guys who did Game of Thrones show. But it's one of those weird situations where basically they took a book that I didn't like and made a TV show that I ended up liking a lot.
Mm.
I'm a sucker for mysteries, and the first 4 episodes of this are kind of like a mystery. There's a big payoff in episode 5 where it's just like, oh shit, like that was a really cool episode. There's also an event that happened in episode 3 that was kind of surprising as well.
Is that the fibers?
No,
No,
well,
that's
5.
episode 5.
That's
but
5. Okay.
episode 3, like Samuel Tarly basically gets killed off.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like a big shock.
Yeah. I really liked him.
He was one of my favorite
I-
characters.
I'm annoyed that they killed him off so
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, me too.
Didn't care.
You didn't care?
No, I'm not invested enough in any of the characters to whether I care or not.
Was he Jack Snack or
if
something?
somebody
like that?
dies in episode 3, it's like, gives a shit. It's just like, whatever.
Well, because he was from Game of Thrones, people are like,
Yeah.
oh, he's gonna stick around for a while.
Yeah, they Jim Bell Tysoned his ass.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the guy from Game of Thrones is going to be in this show for 12 minutes.
Well, the other guy from Game of Thrones is in this show.
Onion Knight.
Yeah, the Onion Knight is like,
Yeah.
I feel like starting to become the main character of the show,
Yeah.
which I'm okay with.
I like his character.
I do too.
He's ruthless.
Yeah. He's like, I've got a job to do and I don't give a shit who I got to knock over to do it.
Yeah.
And that's his mantra through the whole thing. And he uses people. And it's like, it's fun to watch him as like this all powerful government entity
Yeah.
just use everybody around him, and everybody hates him, but they're also like, yeah, but we need him. And
Yeah.
it's that kind of a relationship. That's my favorite part of the show, is watching the Onion Knight just freaking plow over people and get all these scientists to do janky ass shit.
Yeah, him and Benedict Wong. So like,
Yeah.
you know, like leading up to episode 5, there's all this like kind of like setup where you're getting to know the characters, you're getting to know the scenario that's going on. We're doing flashbacks so that we find out like what happened to basically get all this stuff in motion. And it's a bit of a slower paced TV show than I think most people were expecting.
Mhm.
But because you can binge it, I think it works. Like if this were going week to week, it would have been too slow for like the first 4 episodes. I think it would have lost a lot of people. But because you're able to like binge it and like get through to like the good parts and the revelations and things like that, I feel like it works. And what they did in this adaptation is they actually took a lot of stuff from the second and third books in the series and kind of brought it forward, so that the end of season 1 is actually like kind of setting up stuff that happens in seasons in books 2 and 3. So it's kind of interesting. But the cool thing about the end of this series is basically they find out that the aliens are pretty much omniscient. They're using quantum entanglement to basically get real time, audio and video from pretty much anywhere on the planet. So like they can basically spy on us without us being able to stop it. So anything that we come up with to prevent them from coming and taking over the planet, they can prepare for.
Mm-hmm.
And so that brings up the scenario. It's like, okay, well, how do you defend against that? And Liam Cunningham's character, the
Onion Knight
guy, he basically says like, well, they can see and hear us, but they don't know what's happening inside our heads. So like anything we think of, they don't know about because we're not projecting it. And so they come up with a program called the Wall Facer program, where they take some of them.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a wall facer. What?
What?
Well, that's taken right from the book, and it's from like a Buddhist thing where like, when you meditate and you think, you're just like.
So we're gonna get these 3 people, and we're just gonna let them think with impunity until they come up with something cool.
Uh-huh.
But then they can't tell us what they come up with.
So get out of here.
And then
That's the dumbest fucking thing.
So one of the what are they? The Georgetown 5 or something?
The Oxford 5.
Oxford 5. So one of the characters from the Oxford 5, Saul, is one of these wall facers. And his character was really annoying for me up until I think the last episode. And all he did was like smoke pot. The relationships between these 5 characters was really fucking annoying, because there's like the 2, Augie and Saul are fucking, but they're not telling anyone. They don't like each other. They're constantly judging each other and not showing up for each other. And like all he wants to do is get high and also fuck other girls. I already said what I hate about Augie, but then like Will is in love with what's her name, the other girl, the scientist girl.
Lady.
Yeah, Jen.
Yeah.
He's in love with her, but like he has this like legacy of quitting and giving up on things that he's fucking annoying. And so we get to the end, and Saul they've chosen Saul as one of the wall facers. And basically you can do anything, say anything, no one can question your authority. You are the guy in charge of everything from now on until you figure out this alien problem. And he goes, no, thank you. And they go, okay.
Wink.
And this is the funniest thing that has happened in the whole show.
I think it's a psyop.
The whole episode, he's like, I reject this. They're like,
because
okay, wink.
They made the aliens too powerful in the show.
Yeah.
So they have to find a way around God, basically. I mean, essentially, that's what this computer is that the aliens sent. It's essentially God.
Yeah.
It looks and sees everything. The other thing, too, is like, if they just want to knock us out so they can come and take our planet, they already can do that.
Right.
There's no, like, at this point, there's no reason for them to like stealthily move around. They showed the entire planet who they were. Everybody knows they're coming, and they can make you see things that aren't there.
If they're already making people kill themselves,
then
why not just make everybody
kill themselves?
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem I have with the show, is they've made the aliens so overwhelmingly powerful that it doesn't make any sense at all that they're worried about our technology.
Yeah.
Just wipe us off the face of the planet and show up with a blank slate and take over it just.
I'm really looking forward to when the mothership shows over the Atlantic Ocean and these buttholes start appearing.
And then we finally meet Jim Bell Tyson again.
Yeah, Jim Bell Tyson's on the planet. Yeah,
I can easily put these two shows in the same thing. Because
they're getting to that point.
Well, it's like I love the fact that you remember everybody's names. For somebody who didn't like this show, you remember I don't remember any of their names.
I got cancer guy, weed guy,
Asian chick,
bitchy scientist lady,
and
yeah. I don't know their names either.
Those work also.
Because you know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right. Onion Knight and
Asian detective,
Asian chick's boyfriend who likes to murder people.
Oh, that guy, Raj.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Raj,
yeah. Raj is a douchebag too.
Yeah.
Well,
and don't forget the Wonger.
Yeah.
And Brain. I'm calling him Brain.
Yeah, Will. So basically, there are a couple storylines that they brought up into season 1 that are from the other 2 books. The first one is that Will, who's dying of cancer, basically volunteers to have his brain harvested and shot towards the aliens at 1% the speed of light, so that they can reconstruct him and
sign me up.
make first contact. That's from book 3, I believe. And then the wall facer thing is the big story of book 2, and they brought that up. And I do like how they did it, because the Saul character, he's like supposedly the smartest of the Oxford 5.
He's just a stoner.
But he just lacks ambition, and so like he just wants to like smoke weed and bang hot chicks and stuff like that.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, exactly. and so like when he gets named as a wall facer, and there are only 3 in the world. In the books there are 4, but in the TV show they only chose 3, and he's one of the 3. And he's like, whoa, like I didn't want any of this, and everyone's just like, yes sir. and so like no matter what he does, everyone just thinks that it's part of his plan to defeat the aliens.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's really funny, and people keep trying to assassinate him. He's like, dude, I don't want anything to do with this.
He's like, I just, you know what would really help us defeat the aliens?
Weed.
Go ahead.
But he was also really good friends with Will, and so like when they shoot Will's brain into space, they have this thing where the nanotechnology that what's her name created?
Jin?
No, the
Augie.
So the nanotechnology that Augie created, they made a solar sail with. And when they launch Will's brain into space, they unfurl this sail, and it goes by these nuclear bombs that when they explode, the force of the explosion propels the solar sail so that it goes faster and faster and faster with each explosion. But something happens where basically like one of the cords holding the solar sail to Augie's brain breaks off. Not Augie's brain, Will's brain breaks off. And because of that, he misses like the rest of the bombs, and he just
flies off into space. They totally biff the whole freaking mission.
Like, oh, okay.
Oh, I guess he's gone.
Oh
now.
no. It's gonna come back as V'ger.
Have fun in space.
V'ger.
The Voyager.
You're actually not far.
I knew it. I knew it. When they did that, I'm like, oh, he's gonna float out in space for like an eon, and he's gonna come back as some omniscient friggin' machine.
It's a giant machine cloud.
A giant machine brain cloud.
Send the Enterprise.
This guy who almost died from cancer came back.
He comes back as Oz.
Oh
but
god.
We also got Tatiana, who was like the head assassin of the group that wants the aliens to come.
That bitch. I hate her too.
And so like she kind of got removed after episode 4 or 5, something like that, and she was just kind of like chilling out in this trailer in the middle of the wilderness, and the aliens brought her back, and she's going to lead a group called the Wall Breakers, whose mission is to basically defeat the wall facers in season 2.
This is the crazy cult chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of these storylines just sound like when you're in like 4th grade and you
Yeah.
decide
Yeah.
to like make a. We're in a gang. We're called the Wall Facers. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're the
Well,
wall
I'm
breakers.
in a gang too. We're the Wall Breakers. And you're like, oh, damn it.
God, they stole our
That's a
idea.
better name.
What happens if you drill a hole in the wall and stick things through it?
Are you the wall drillers?
He's the Wall Fucker.
You just put a glory hole in the
We're
wall.
the glory holders.
The glory holders.
Glory holders.
They're the third faction.
Yeah, the third faction.
Yeah.
Glory
It's a
holders.
religious organization.
Sure.
It's
the glory
it's the
holders.
Holy Glory
The
Holders.
Holy glory holders.
Terrible.
Let us
Right.
pray to our God.
Why do you come up with this stuff? What's wrong with you?
But in the show, so basically leading up to episode 5, Liam Cunningham is trying to figure out, okay, like we know that this billionaire has direct contact with the aliens. We need the data from their ship in order to find out, who the aliens are, what their purpose is, all this stuff. But we can't get on the ship to get this data without them purging it first and foremost. So we need like a way to sneak attack. And what they do is they get Augie to create microfibers, like nanofibers,
Yeah.
and string them in a fence across like this
The Panama
Canal
Yeah.
as like the ship that all these alien apologists are on, basically. And the fibers are so fine that they can cut through anything. And so with the ship moving through this fiber fence, it just starts
It's like
slicing
it's like taking
everything.
a hot wire through cheese.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
It was
slices right through.
Probably one of the best scenes I've seen on
It was a
TV.
cool scene, but here's
That
the
was
thing:
fucked up because you can't even see the wires. You just
Nope.
see like
So
a
you just see
human being, like
just like bleh. It's like that scene from Cube.
yeah.
I really
thing
like.
just
I
comes
really
down.
like that one of the
Yes.
dumb kids died. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty harsh.
It was pretty cool.
There's like a nursery in there, and
They-
it's just like
and they
slicing
find, like a
a,
baby,
a
leg,
baby
like,
leg with a little
oh,
pink
oh,
shoe
yeah.
on it, and it was like, oh god.
We
Yeah.
found a baby leg with a baby shoe.
And there's no reason why Augie should have been down there on ground fucking zero,
Well,
walking through the rubble.
I have a problem with their whole premise with this
Yeah.
because originally they're like, well, we can't blow it up because it might damage the thing that we need, the most important thing in the world that we need, and we can't send troopers in there because they might shoot somebody and they might destroy this. Let's slice the whole thing up in little tiny pieces. Like that's not any better, dude. Like
No.
that was a worse plan.
Yeah.
Did you see that
Have-
thing?
Have they
Yeah.
heard of a commando raid with like sarin gas?
That's what I'm saying. Like they could have gassed the whole thing. Just well, all died, and you could have just
Yeah.
walked in the ship.
Have you heard of chloroform?
Exactly.
There's a million different ways they could have attacked this, but they decided to slice it like a block of cheese
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just be like, whoa.
That's pretty cool.
Listen, I love cheese, but this was uncalled for.
This was-
This was taken right from the book.
Of course
But
it
in
was.
the books, the character that Augie plays, who's actually a Chinese man in the books, it was his idea. It was like this was his solution on how to stop this boat and get this information, stuff like that. But in the show, Augie becomes like she gets like PTSD, and she's like, United States is fascist. Fuck these guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
She becomes a goth chick.
Oh, I killed people.
You guys are a bunch of sheep.
Starts
You don't
smoking
even know.
cigarettes.
who
Everybody's
your
like,
boyfriend is.
You understand that if we didn't kill these people, they would have murdered everybody on the planet. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It was wrong. Like, shut up. Ugh.
But the big climax of episode 5 is basically once they get this drive and they figure out who the aliens are and what their purpose is, which is invading Earth.
Mhm.
The aliens reveal what's called the Sophon, which is a
Proton.
that has a quantum computer etched into it, and that they control it through quantum entanglement.
Gobbledygook.
Yeah.
It's just word vomit.
But
Techno
the
babble.
aliens reveal themselves to the entire planet, and they basically say, "You are bugs."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've been watching you this whole time.
And they are correct.
Yeah, absolutely. They're right. I think they should have played that scene from The Matrix on the big screens
Yeah.
across the world. Just had Agent Smith just be like, humans are a virus. That whole scene, just play it on loop for everybody.
Yeah.
And then eventually we'll just all
I'm
close up.
interested to know what Dr. Target was poking holes in.
I'd
Science.
have to read his
Do you want to
text.
read his text?
I don't know. It's really long. I'll just
not
show
that
it.
long.
I'll just show it to you.
I'll freaking read it.
I'll freaking read it.
Freaking read it.
Freaking lasers.
Freaking laser beams. Okay, so in the beginning of the show, this woman commits suicide by jumping into like a Professor X orb
Yeah.
with water at the bottom. He says you don't build I don't know how to say this, Chernikov detector, a water thing that she jumped into, for See, I'm too
He says
dumb.
you don't build a Chernikov detector, the water thing that she jumped into, for neutrino detection.
Thank you.
Next to a particle accelerator, we build those detectors as far from anything as we can to avoid interference.
As if he's the one out there building it. That's pretty badass.
Well, I think he meant scientists. If physics was going crazy all over the world, it would be public really quick. Too many people are involved, and the press publish stories about even the slightest oddities. Scientists don't tend to draw conclusions from graphics with no data. Like with their particle physics simulation, they were looking at, we would need to see numbers and analysis, not a pretty 3D rendering.
Right.
Using a visual device to aim the satellite dish at the sun is beyond ludicrous. They already just told you that it takes light 8 minutes to get from the sun to the earth. So by definition, you're not aiming at the sun.
You're aiming at where it was.
You're aiming at where the sun was 8 minutes ago, not where it is now. Additionally, by the time your signal got there, the sun would be another 8 minutes along in its journey. A civilization that can build interstellar fleet could either terraform another world or just live in space or even wandering Earth it.
Yeah.
By putting major engines on the planet and just moving it.
Just move the planet.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree with him. Like the whole idea, and I think I talked about this in the last episode, the whole idea that this civilization couldn't start their own because their planet was in too much flux and it was like getting destroyed every couple hundred years.
Yeah.
They're not going to build a fleet of
They never would have had the time to advance.
They never would have had the time to do that.
So are we calling this bullshit in this entire series?
Yeah, the whole series is bullshit. But if you like sci-fi, I mean, sci-fi is mostly bullshit anyway. We like Star Trek. That's mostly bullshit.
Science is just your best guess.
It's just theories. You don't know if the Earth is round. You've never been up there.
It's all fake.
Took that from Tom.
We live in a simulation.
Yeah.
I will say that, because there's such a lack of science fiction content out there, this scratched the itch for me.
Sure.
I found the show to be much better than I was expecting it to be. And I'm interested to see where they take it next season.
Was it Nick who said which is better? Was it Invasion or this movie? Or what was the comparison that he made? I saw his comment just a second ago pop up. Monarch or this show? I would pick this show.
Yeah.
Monarch was just it was tough. Yeah, no, I didn't like Monarch at all.
I hated Monarch.
Did you like Monarch better than this?
I think I did.
Really?
I think this show is like, it's falling off a precipice for me.
Going downhill.
The farther I'm away from it, I'm watching it, the worse I feel like it was in my head. I don't know why.
If you want to get sci-fi blue-balled, go watch Peripheral on Amazon. That's a great TV show that they did not renew for season 2. And I was like, God damn, it was so freaking good.
I can't deny the production value.
Oh yeah, well,
and what they were trying to do with this thing,
it was like $20 million an episode. So it looks really pretty,
and it had its moments, but it's slowly moving into that pretentious jerk freaking category of a television show to me, and I don't care if I watch season 2 at this point. So
my curiosity has been piqued. There's a couple of things where I'm like, okay, but I need the next season to be like go harder, go harder on the sci-fi, because they're putting somebody in cryo sleep.
I want to see an alien,
and he's only going to wake up once a week.
Once every 100 years.
Yeah, no, was it 1 week out of every year? I think he said, right?
Once every.
Was it every 100?
Is it every years?
No, the Onion Knight basically said
1 week a year.
He's gonna freeze himself every year and then come out once a week just to make sure nobody's fucking anything up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That plan's
visit his dog.
That plan's gonna go to hell. I like that idea though.
Yeah.
They're gonna string somebody along throughout the entire series, which is supposedly gonna take 400 years.
Don't they have to do that with the wall facers too? Because how do they?
Yeah, how do they plan for something?
How do they plan for something that's happening in 400 years?
I also don't understand the concept of like, okay, you're gonna think about a solution to this problem, but you're not gonna tell anybody about it, and you can just do whatever you want.
Well, so here's the thing about the wall facers. So they learn that the aliens don't understand the concept of deception or lying.
Right.
And so basically the entire idea behind the wall facers is that they can make decisions that are deceptive.
It's a psyop.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just figured it out.
Nice.
So Saul,
deception.
The wall.
They made him a wall facer just to
to
muck things up.
The show's gonna go 400 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in 400 years, before Saul dies, they're gonna take his brain, okay, and they're gonna put him in some kind of like stasis thing, and he's gonna turn into Dr. Theopolis from Buck Rogers in the 20th century. So 400 years from now, he's gonna be on a fucking orb round plate thing hanging around his neck.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, so the thing about Saul is that so he had a meeting with what's her name, the old Chinese lady who started everything.
That bitch.
That
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
I don't know her
You
name.
was something.
So
I cannot say her name.
so she was the one who initially contacted the aliens, and she was the head of the group of scientists that were going to welcome them to take over Earth. And he has a meeting with her at her daughter's
Flat
apartment?
gravestone.
So he has a meeting with her, and she tells him a joke, and it's a very long, drawn out, unfunny joke, and Saul doesn't get it. But the aliens understand that she communicated something to him, which could lead to them being defeated. Which is why he was chosen as a wall facer, but it was also why the aliens view him as a threat, because he has this knowledge that she passed on to him that he could potentially unlock to prevent them from taking over the planet. So he is their biggest fear right now, which is why they're trying to get people to assassinate him and stuff like that.
Why don't they just put images in his head until he kills himself and the problem is solved? They keep trying to assassinate him by like normal means, like, oh, we're gonna accidentally hit you with a car and we got a sniper trying to shoot you. You can make people see shit.
Yeah.
Make him see a hallway and have him walk down it off a cliff.
Just put a countdown in his brain
until he dies.
He can't stand to see it anymore.
Yeah, the premise is jacked. The whole thing is
the whole
they really messed up when they made the aliens God.
The glory holers need to get together and rescue
Somebody in the chat said the glory holier.
Yeah, speaking of glory holders, I want to mention a couple of super chats that we got.
I just want to say that Smitty's in the chat.
Smitty's here? Oh, dude, this show is just as bad as Invasion. No, it's not quite that bad. This is a little bit better. It makes a little bit more sense. Invasion makes zero sense.
That's it. I mean, does this show make more sense?
It makes more sense than Invasion. Yeah, that's a really low bar, though.
At least we got.
It's way more.
At least we got some aliens.
Yeah, we don't. There's not going to be any aliens in the show for like 4 seasons.
We have virtual reality
samurai
VR headset shit.
Yeah,
that's kind of a cheap ass way to get around aliens, don't you think?
You fuck that bitch says for $1.99. Where can I find 3 Body Problem? It's on Netflix, bro. Catch up.
I'm so glad.
Thank you so much for the $1.99. I appreciate it. Wendy Hunter says, "Did you see how much each episode cost? $20 million. They got to stop spending this much money on TV shows, man. It doesn't make any sense.
That's why there's only like 8 episodes.
Yeah. Just cut that in half and make double the episodes.
Yeah, make us get 20.
Get a good season, William Forbes, what's up, dude? He's in the house. He says, "Sup, SMP V'ger." Had me laughing. Y'all are a trip as always. Love it. Listening at work, so I may not chat much. Vader's third faction had me crying laughing. Yeah, man, the glory holders.
That's right.
Love it.
Speaking of William Forbes, we should give him a shout out for being our top contributor.
Yeah, top contributor to the channel for Tuesday's show, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Good deal, man. Thank you so much. Can't wait to meet you in person too. You're coming out to Vegas next week.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, is that next week?
Yep.
It's coming up quick. We got 5 gifted memberships from Major Chai Chai. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. If you got gifted a membership, hang tight. You will be directed to the members only live stream directly after this one.
Members only live stream right after this one. So.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Let's do final thoughts on 3 Body Problem. You're pretty cold on it.
Yeah, pretty cold.
You're not. Are you interested if they pop out season 2?
Here's the thing.
Are you
season 2 is not going to come out for probably 2-3 years. I'm not going to give a shit.
Yeah,
by the time this thing comes out.
That's another problem that they have.
Yeah, they wait too long between seasons.
Mm-hmm.
If it came out like a normal television show, I'd probably stick with it. We'll see. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not going to watch it because you guys will probably make me.
Well,
but
here's the difference: is like we're all pretty amped for the House of the Dragons coming out.
Yeah,
and that season took like 2 years to make,
show.
right?
But that's the difference.
Yeah, but
it's good.
It's in a universe that we're already on board with.
Yeah, they're trying to introduce us to this new hijinks, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I'm cooled off on it. I finished the season. I wasn't super impressed. Episode 5 is definitely the peak, and then after that, it kind of flatlines. It's got some interesting concepts that I'm kind of curious where they're going to take it, but I don't know if they're enough to get me really.
I don't know.
I'm not going to go read the books.
I don't know if I care enough about some communist Chinese sci-fi authors' take on the world to put that much effort into it.
Gary says season 2 in 400 years.
Yeah.
Jude, how about you?
I think it's fine. I think it's a good show. It's a good sci-fi show. The science is real sciencey. So it's a okay, I'm just gonna trust the process kind of show. You know what I mean? The tease that Will might come back as V'ger,
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good, and that makes me curious about where they're gonna go with it. I think it's fine. If I never saw season 2, I'd probably forget about it.
Okay. All right. Kadish, how about you? Are you in?
Yeah, I was very impressed with this season. I didn't think I was going to like it. I thought the show was going to be really bad. Turned out I was very entertained. Very much enjoyed all the changes they made from the books because I didn't like the books. And I'm interested to see where they go in season 2. So we'll actually see if Netflix ponies up for a season 2. They usually just do 3 and done, but everyone's saying that they have a 4-season plan.
Of course they do.
Kind of mapped out. So
Benny F and White's got to make that money. All right, that's it. I'm kind of cold on this show. I'm kind of with Jude. It's decent. It's not horrible. It's not like my eyes didn't roll in the back of my head every time I watched an episode, but I don't know if it's enough to really get me into it.
So you have to choose Foundation, Invasion, 3-body problem.
Foundation.
3-body problem.
No, Foundation, 10,000%. Foundation's way cooler and like weird.
I'm with you.
And weird. The Emperor,
I'm with you.
dude, the Emperor makes that whole show.
Yeah.
That whole like 3rd generation Emperor thing that they have set up is so interesting.
I'm happy Fallout's coming out soon.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
So
That'll be cool.
that'll be fun to watch.
Team Glory Holier.
Glory Holers.
Glory
Holer?
Holers.
Wait, Glory Holers?
Glory Holers.
Holiers.
I holers. Sounds dirtier. Glory Holers.
Glory Holders.
Get it in there.
Those goddamn. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those glory holders.
We take out both humanity and the aliens.
That's right.
Like Zoink Scoob, you want to be a glory holder?
Let's go.
I raped them with love.
Well, this guy's talking about rape. I don't know what to do, Scoob. All right, that's it for 3-Body Problem. Go check it out at your own will. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want.
You know, it makes me angry every time somebody says Foundation because now the chat is talking about it.
Jude hates Foundation with a
I
passion.
totally did it on purpose.
I hate it.
Yeah.
All right.
We got a true Hollywood story about 3-Body Problem.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's get it. That's going to be a little midsection.
Story.
Little midsection story here that Kadish drummed up for
Kadish
us.
is the story weaver.
He's the story weaver. He's got some weird ass story about this movie.
Yeah, so there's actually a very controversial murder associated with this show.
Oh man,
Communist China's fault.
Probably. But I'm going to tell it to you guys and you can react to it as I talk about it if you want. Okay, so a man named Lin Ke was a Chinese billionaire video game tycoon and a quintessential nerd. Not satisfied with simply making video games, Lin Ke wanted to branch out into movies and television and adapt one of his favorite science fiction novels ever, The 3-Body Problem. Lin Ke spent millions of dollars in 2014 buying the rights and licenses connected to the 3-Body Problem trilogy, written by author Cixin Liu. Lin wanted to build a franchise of global television shows and films akin to the Star Wars franchise based on the novels. Lin Ke would eventually link up with David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, the creators of the Game of Thrones TV series, due to his video game company, Yuzu Interactive, having made a strategy game for the series called Game of Thrones Winter is Coming. Now hooked into Netflix and their international audience, Lin Ke's dream of bringing his favorite book series to life was all but ensured to happen. Lin Ke hired his friend and lawyer, Zhu Yao, to head up the division of his company tasked with handling the material, called the 3-Body Universe Division. As the head executive of this division, Zhu had a $3 million salary and the title of CEO and the mandate to lead business operations relating to all things to do with the 3-Body Problem. However, not long after his appointment, Lin Ke cut Zhu's pay to a paltry $750,000 a year due to poor performance by the lawyer turned executive. Enraged by this public insult, Zhu was apparently inspired by the show Breaking Bad to build a hidden lab in an outlying district of Shanghai, where he experimented with hundreds of poisons he bought off the dark web and tested on dogs, cats, and other pets.
What the?
Zhu began spiking beverages such as coffee, whiskey, and drinking water with methyl mercury chloride at the Yuzu offices, where he successfully poisoned Lin Ke and 4 other executives. Lin Ke was something of a celebrity in the world of young Chinese entrepreneurs, building his fortune on mobile games and exporting Chinese popular culture. But he would not live to see the 3-Body Problem show he helped produce premiere on Netflix. He died in Shanghai in 2020 at the age of 39 because of Zhu's poisons.
Wow.
What?
Zhu was arrested and tried in Shanghai court, where he was convicted of murder and sentenced to death. Benioff and Weiss found the killing extremely disconcerting, being quoted as saying, "When you work in this business, you're expecting all sorts of issues to arise. Somebody poisoning the boss is not generally one of them."
What?
I guess they just kind of forgot that when you play the game of the
Just
three-body
kind of
problem, you either win or you die.
Damn. That's like recent.
Crazy.
Wow, that guy totally got paid off by the Communist Party.
Wow.
That's my opinion.
I actually, he was just an asshole who
Yeah, that's
decided I'm going to kill this guy because he insulted me.
That's what they want
Yep.
you to think.
Yep.
That's what they want you to think.
You got to quit working with Tom.
Oh, you don't think the Communist Party of China has killed people before? Come on.
No,
You got to
never.
be careful saying that.
They're watching this right now.
Yeah. The Sophons.
The Sophons, the Tai Li, what are they called? The aliens in the show?
The Shang
Trisolar.
Shang-Chi.
Santi.
Santi.
I thought they were the Trisolarites or something.
Trisolarites.
They're called the Trisolarans in the book, but it was a translation thing. So
Trisolarites.
Trisolarides.
Sounds like a rudiment.
Sounds like something you put in a drink to
Yeah.
rehydrate.
It's my new bi-weekly injection.
Yeah.
What's the,
Trisolarides.
I get my Trisolaride.
What's the percentage of trisolarides in your Powerade there?
Yeah.
Less than 2% trisolarides.
50% more than the leading drink.
I just find it interesting that this guy went so far as to build a hidden lab where he could test out poisons so that he could more effectively murder the guy who,
Did he have-
That's
instead of paying him
commitment.
$3 million, he's only paying him $700.
I wonder if he had a white fluffy cat.
It's really
It's a pretty dark story,
delicious.
though. Benioff and Weiss is over here like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Don't piss that guy off. All right. That's interesting. I don't even know how to react to that. That was pretty freaking scary, honestly.
Good story, Matt.
Yeah, good story. Next up on the docket, actually, I got a super chat talked about real quick. Late Night with Cap gave us $1 because he's cool. That's it. Thanks, man. Thanks for the buck. Appreciate it. Hey, are you coming out this?
He's coming
next
out
week?
afterwards.
Afterwards? Okay, cool.
Later in the month.
Good deal.
Yeah.
That's good. It'll be a little calmer and we'll be able to hang out more. Okay, next up is Godzilla X Kong. We went to
Wow.
the movie theaters to go check this out because that's what we do. And
Brought the kids.
brought the kids. I brought my 6-year-old and my 9-year-old.
As we were walking in, his 6-year-old goes, "Dad, I'm kind of afraid of Godzilla." We were like, "Too late now."
Too late now, buddy. We're going. Like, you should have said that before I left home. That's it.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, he really
He
said
did.
he's walking into the theater. I think it was like that. The dark hallway you walk down
Yeah.
before you open up to the big screen. I think he was walking down that hallway and he was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, it was after we gave our tickets and we weren't even in the theater yet. Where he's like, I changed my mind. I'm kind of scared of Godzilla.
I'm like, "No, dude,
Yeah.
Ain't nothing,
you're
Late.
in."
nothing to be
Late.
scared of in this movie.
No, he was fine. He sat with me like on my lap
Yeah.
for most of it, which was fine. He just like
Yeah.
covered his eyes if something because there's a couple scary moments
Yeah.
for him.
They're big recliner chairs.
Yeah, it's fine. It wasn't a big deal. After we walked out, he's like, "Oh, I loved it. I want to watch it again." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I know. I get it. I was
Well,
like that too."
Well, what's funny is our kid, he never wants to go to the movies.
He's such a tough crowd.
Yeah.
And when we were talking about going to the movies, Jude was like, "Oh, you'll probably have to go without me because I have to stay at home with the kid." And we were like, "Well, let's show him the trailer and see if he likes it." And so we showed him the trailer, and our kid was like, "Oh, that actually looks really good." And Jude was like, "Freak the fuck!"
I was
out.
like, "Really?"
He's like, "You mean you might want to actually go to the movie theater?"
But as we're
so
walking,
excited.
as we're walking out, though, I was like, "Hey, man, what'd you think of that movie?" He's like, "It's all right.
He goes, "It was kind of good."
It was kind of good." I'm like, "Oh my
He's
god,
gonna be such a
he's gonna be a you."
He's
yeah.
gonna be an asshole podcaster.
Yeah.
Just dogs on movies. It was
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I think
It's fine.
I think it's cute you guys give him a choice. I wouldn't give my kids. So we're going to the movies.
Come on, kid.
You're 9. I don't care what you think.
That's kind of what I do with mine. I'm like, "Hey, I'm taking you to the movies. Let's go." They're like, "Really? What are we gonna see?" But they're nerds. They love
Yeah.
Godzilla. They watch all those movies at home,
Mhm.
like all the previous legacy movies.
Yeah, but I told Jude, I was like, "It's a giant ape fighting a dinosaur. Of course he's gonna like
Oh,
it."
yeah, he's 9.
Yeah.
Every
He's gonna
9-year-old,
wanna see
every
it.
9-year-old boy likes dinosaurs fighting giant apes. That's just
yeah.
it's a staple.
You know who didn't want to see this movie?
You
Him.
what?
That's true, yeah.
But you love Mecha Godzilla. I remember going to the theaters with you for that one. You were like, dude, that's Mechagodzilla. And I'm like, I know.
Well, I mean, it was a highlight of a very dumb movie.
These are all very
these
dumb.
movies are
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
But they're still
awful.
they're still good.
They're
Dumb
fun.
fun.
Yeah, it's really dumb fun.
Are you ready for the synopsis?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I am ready for the
Okay.
synopsis. Go ahead.
2024 Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour 55 minutes. This had a budget of $135 million. What do you think it brought in its opening weekend?
290 million.
All right, Vader.
I think it was around 180 worldwide or something like that.
$194 million.
Cool.
We're gonna get another one.
Oh, of course we are.
Yeah,
They're gonna keep.
of
They're just gonna keep
course.
making
Okay,
them.
buddy. Listen, whoever is in charge of deciding where the money gets spent over at Legendary, the fucking geniuses. They're geniuses. They make the worst movies that make the most money.
Because
They make movies like Dune and Godzilla and King Kong and stuff, and they're just
Legendary made Dune.
yeah.
No
They
shit.
funded 80% of that movie.
Whoa.
The first one too.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pretty smart.
Yeah, they're real smart.
They know how to make
They,
entertaining
they
shit.
know how to make that's it, and they make entertaining.
It's just
movies.
entertaining.
They
That's all it is.
make entertaining movies that people can go turn their brains off and go spend an afternoon at the theater with.
Yeah.
And that's all we want.
Jude,
So,
Yes.
synops.
All right. Some power drunk monkey dick keeps using an ancient ice titan to rule over the subterranean Earth Kongs. The Hollow Earth Yui tribe has been guarding the sleeping Mothra and blocking the way to the surface so that the dick monkeys can't upset the Titan balance. Now that our Kong is on a mission to find his family, it's only a matter of time before he accidentally leads the bad Kongs out, where they can cause another ice age with their frost monster. It's up to Gia, the last remaining Skull Island tribe member, to release Mothra, to join forces with Godzilla and Kong to become the 3 best friends that anyone could have. Discuss.
Dumb fun.
Dumb
Dumb
fun.
Dumb fun.
I did not know we were getting Mothra.
Mothra, dude.
I
they
was
kept
like-
that under wraps pretty good.
They
I
did.
was like Matt was next to me in the theater. I was like,
No, my kid, because my kids watch all these movies at home, like the Godzilla, King of the Monsters, all that stuff. So Mothra was in like a couple of those, I think, at least 2 of them.
Mothra
and-
was in
King of the
That's the only
Monsters,
one.
but she was in. Wasn't she in the first one?
No.
The Gareth Edwards one. No. Oh, okay, never mind. Anyway,
Those were the Mutos.
oh, the Muto.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cockroaches.
yeah, the flying cockroaches.
"Uh,
My kid, I was, he's sitting on my lap, and they're doing the stupid thing, like the little seance thing that they were doing to wake up the giant bug. We didn't know what it was. No idea what it was.
mhm.
And I'm like, oh my god, I think they're bringing back Mothra.
I was so excited.
And then like the thing opens up, and then you hear that iconic like that sound the butterfly makes or whatever. And my kid was like, Dad, it's Mothra. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, that's pretty freaking rad, dude. It was really cool.
It's pretty cool how they I recently watched, well, it was 6 months ago. I watched the Godzilla movie where they introduced Mothra,
Mm,
and she comes from this island with has all of this tribe of people that
yeah.
look after Mothra, and they just rewrote that.
Yeah.
They made the little deaf girl, the 2 little midget, the 2 little tiny people that control Mothra. The sister girls.
Oh.
I don't even, I don't know.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they
yeah.
sing, and Mothra goes.
Yeah.
She flies around, and it's such a weird
Super weird.
thing. But I love how they've reinterpreted the lore and everything. It's kind of fun how they
Dude,
make
one of
Hollow Earth. I remember when we did the last Kong movie. Remember when I said all I want for a sequel is more adventures and
more Hollow Earth.
That's
all I
That's
want.
exactly what they gave
And
you.
Yeah.
that's what we got.
They were
Yeah.
like, all right, here's a whole bunch more Hollow Earth plus lore. Apparently, there's a
Yeah.
whole civilization down there.
Yeah, the first civilization.
The first. Pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty neat stuff.
It's because there was a part of I can't remember which movie it was, but when Godzilla was like hurt and he went down to like the underterranean area to like recharge.
Yeah,
And they had like this whole city, and it was like, oh my god, this is the lost city of Atlantis. I got so nerded out about that. I'm like, I want more. Give me more of that.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they did.
That was King of the Monsters.
King of the Monsters, yeah.
this okay. This movie it is absurd.
Yeah.
It's an absurd movie. It's a splashy CGI, a fight scene, and then we cut to the mom and the girl for an exposition dump,
Mm-hmm.
and then we repeat that. We repeated that cycle like 4 times.
Yeah.
And that's the movie. And you throw in the dumbest veterinarian.
Ace Ventura.
Ace
Yeah.
Ventura.
I like that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I like him.
He was my favorite part of the movie as far as like human characters go.
But I mean, the whole arm scene,
Come on, bro.
it's preposterous.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense.
It
at all.
is-
It
it
doesn't
is-
make
it
no
is
sense.
so-
He has an Iron Man suit like out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's
And they're like, oh yeah, that project that we were working on. Yeah. And he's flying his stupid little spaceship and he just
it just so happens to be in Hollow Earth.
yeah,
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was
It's
total
like-
Deus Ex Machina.
Oh yeah, it was like, oh, it's in that installation that we just happened to walk
That was-
past. Let
that
me
was
go grab it real
destroyed.
quick.
That was
Because it took them like a day to get where they were, and it took them like 3 minutes to go back, get a spaceship, and then fly back with the arm.
You know what I love about this one is that it was mostly monsters being monsters. And like in the last one in Godzilla versus Kong, there was so much about the humans and the people and the this and the military and the that and the transport. And it was a little bit boring. We got like one good monster fight. This was all monsters.
Yeah.
Little pepper in
Little pepper
of those
human
people
stuff.
that we met in the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Oh,
Great.
It was fun getting to see Kong interact with all the other monkeys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Especially Baby Kong.
That little baby Kong was a dick.
Little dick.
What a piece of shit he
Yeah.
was.
Beat his ass. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Did a couple times.
He hit another monkey with the baby monkey.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was fantastic.
Dude,
Yeah, he was
this,
using him like a nunchuck.
this bratty little piece of shit monkey that was like just like nipping at not Godzilla,
Trying to
at
get him killed.
King Kong's ankles,
Yeah.
like almost got him
It's
killed
like,
multiple times.
Come on over here. We're gonna take a bath
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
water. Oh yeah, put your face in it. And it's like a fucking giant squid.
Yeah. No,
And-
like this little, and he gets so fed up with this stupid baby monkey. He just grabs it by the arm and starts whacking
Yeah.
people with it. And the little baby monkey's like, ah!
There's a great scene where basically he's fighting one of these other monkeys, and the monkey's about to fall off a cliff, and Kong like grabs his arm and saves him.
Yeah.
And then like he pulls him back up, and the monkey immediately tries to kill him
Yeah.
again, and he's just like,
Oh, fuck. He
Just-
Yeah, I know.
Spartan kicks him off the edge of the cliff.
Yeah,
Fool me
Spartan-
twice, shame on me.
Yeah, man.
This is Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
yeah, but I just like Kong. He's like he's noble, so he doesn't want to kill like another one of his species. But
Yeah.
but the minute the guy was like like fuck it, I'm gonna kill you anyway, and he's just like okay,
No,
like,
fuck
like,
you.
like,
We're
enough
done.
of this, yeah.
I will say, the Bernie, the guy from the last movie,
Burn.
the podcaster,
Oh, yeah.
his flare game was on fire.
He had a lot of buttons.
With a lot of buttons. And I have to admit, his I laughed at his character quite a bit.
Dude, when he was trying to.
he wasn't nearly as annoying for some reason.
He's, yeah, less
Oh, I
annoying.
liked
movie
him,
as he
yeah.
was in
Yeah,
the last
I liked him. Less annoying in this one than he
But he was the
in
same
last one.
dude, the same character.
It's
He
just,
was
it was
just as annoying, but for some reason he didn't bother.
I think it was the people he was playing off of, because
Probably.
he was playing off of Millie Bobby Brown,
Yeah.
who took herself way too
Yeah.
seriously. Like the last movie almost took itself too seriously with the human stuff. This one was very tongue in cheek. It was making fun of things.
right.
Like he was trying to film that documentary, and the guy's like, "What are you doing with the camera?" He's like, "Don't break the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go from the start.
Yeah.
Go
We
from
gotta-
the start."
We gotta start over.
Yeah, we're gonna start over now.
For his YouTube channel.
Yeah, gotta get my subscribers.
He's
up.
vlogging.
He's one of
Middle
us.
Earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of us.
Yeah, I think that's why you probably left.
I want that vest. I got it with the.
You can
with
get a
the
vest like that for sure.
fringe
Yeah.
And the leather shoulder pads.
Yeah.
I'll just fill it all up. With
Listen. I'm always worried, and this is gonna look a little political, not maybe political, but just like culture war type stuff. Like, there's always a strong lack of male characters in movies nowadays. That
Yeah.
like I take my kids to the movies, and there's like nobody that they can be like, oh yeah, he's the freaking. Besides like Tony Stark and Iron Man, shit
Mhm.
like that. In this movie, I was real worried about that because like it's heavily all the scientists were all female, and they got this little girl and her mom, and there's like that dynamic. But then this freaking Ace Ventura character
Yeah, I
comes in and just it seems like he's just having fun
Yeah.
being there.
I've
And I
never-
was like, this guy's he's funny, he's cool, he's always got a smirk on his face, even though
Mhm.
people are dying around him. He's like, oh, this is pretty rad.
Yeah.
He's like, he's that character. And as soon as we left, I was like, hey kid, who's your favorite character? And he's like, oh, I like the doctor guy. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, all right, cool. There's at least one. There's one person my kids can relate to in
Right.
this movie.
I will say that in the theater we went to go see it, the whatever speakers they had doing.
Oh, they had the
dialogue,
sound all jacked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
like all the music and special and sound effects and stuff like that were just drowning out what people were
Mhm.
saying. So I was actually very glad that they put in subtitles for the sign language stuff, so I could actually follow some of what was being said.
Yeah,
in the movie.
no, they had the setting was messed up because I had the same thing on my TV where like the music and the sound effects were like drowning out all the dialogue. So I had to go to my TV and I had to change the settings to like amp up the dialogue more than everything
Mm.
else. And it works now. My TV's fine, but I think they need to do the same thing at the
Yeah.
theater. 'Cause
Yeah, I didn't
the
have
same
any of those problems when I went and watched it.
Where'd you go?
I went to Galaxy.
Same one?
Yeah, the only problem I had was that I thought the theater was a little small. I was in theater 5, which for some reason
Isn't that what we went to?
No, we were in theater 4.
Yeah,
Oh, 3 or
that's
4.
the good theater.
Yeah.
But
Well, you
theater
couldn't hear
5
anything in that.
Yeah, I don't know. But I went to digital. I didn't do DFX.
I
So-
actually went to,
Oh yeah, we did digital.
I went to the manager and I was like, hey, like your sound system is messed up because all the sound effects are drowning out what people are saying.
Mhm.
Can you fix it? And they're like, yeah, we'll get on that.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was funny because when we walked out of the theater, the first thing out of Jude's mouth was like, man, all those Brazilians got fucked up, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh,
my
Rio de
God,
Janeiro.
all dead.
Everyone in Brazil dead.
Rio de
Super
Janeiro
dead.
is gone.
Extra
That's,
dead.
Yeah.
that's the best part about these movies.
Yeah.
They don't give a.
That's the whole point of of disaster movies,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's like Rome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Colosseum gone.
Yeah.
That's gone.
Then
The-
they fix it, and he just kind of takes us down the nap in it. Did you notice that
Yeah, I
they
did.
repaired? When
Yeah, I did.
They repaired the
They
Colosseum
repaired it
in 3 days.
and then he knocked it back
They
down.
repaired it in 3 days.
Like I liked that shit where it was.
Yeah. Fuck you. That's
Yeah,
my
he like
bed.
curls up like a little dog.
Like a dog in a bed. Yeah.
Colosseum.
There's Godzilla just sleeping away.
After a giant crab was like
Yeah.
running around Rome and like Godzilla decides to show up and like
Eat it.
eat it. Yeah.
It's good
It's a
stuff.
good show, man. I just have fun with
And
these.
then he's like, I'm
It's fun.
gonna swim up to the Antarctic and destroy all the ice shelves while I hibernate and
I need
power up.
I'm gonna go.
Uh.
I'm gonna go kill Tiamat just because I need his powers. What a dick move! It's like Tiamat was just up there chilling, hanging out in his lair, not
He wasn't
messing
hurting
with
nobody.
anybody, not
Godzilla
doing
just
nothing.
knocked
It's
out
like,
his
no.
door.
Fuck that dude. I need his radiation.
Yeah. Well, did you see?
Power.
Did you see the stupid computer readout on Godzilla when it was like analyzing what his power rating was? It's like 20 times more powerful.
He's
than
Ah.
the-
morphed.
That was like that shit out of a Nightmare on Elm Street. Like her dream went up to a 20. It
Yeah.
never goes up this high.
You know what? You know what they did do?
What's up?
We were all wondering for the last
Oh, why
8
is
months,
why is
he
pink?
pink?
Why is he pink
Why
now?
Why is he gay?
Kingzilla.
Yeah.
Why is he gay? God damn it!
They
woke-
made him
they
gay.
made Godzilla gay and woke. Son of a bitch! And it's like, nah, he just
He just
he-
ate some
he-
lizard that
he
was
just- he
pink.
just-
Yeah.
well, he did absorb all the Tiamat's gayness.
Yeah.
and that's what turned him pink. But I don't know. It
It's
was
a different type of radiation.
Yeah, it was weird. But whatever.
20 times more power.
But seriously, poor Tiamat. I kind of felt bad.
He did
wasn't
not
doing-
deserve that.
Wasn't doing
Didn't
nothing.
deserve that.
Just hanging out in his nest,
Just chilling.
chilling out. And that big dick Godzilla comes up
Yeah.
and just says,
I will say Godzilla is a side character in this movie. Very much so. This is
Oh,
Kong's
this is a
movie.
Kong
This is a Kong movie. 100%.
I feel like I'm always like I feel like Godzilla is more powerful, but I'm always rooting for Kong.
Yeah.
So I was
Well-
happy to see a lot of Kong.
Well, Godzilla versus Kong was also a Kong movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like Godzilla was kind of like the bad guy who'd show up.
Like,
occasionally
He's
to
the
fight.
underdog.
He gets top billing in all the movies, but he's always a side character.
I still think the battleship aircraft carrier fight scene is my best.
That's a
Is
cool
the
one.
best one of the whole
Good
series.
one.
So,
Yeah.
but,
I like one too.
Well,
Is
that,
that-
that was the first time they face off.
yeah.
I like how
Pretty dope.
in this movie they go to the pyramids in Gaza.
Oh, they
Yeah.
Right? Not Gaza.
It's
What's the name of
Giza.
that? Giza.
Giza.
Sorry.
there's no pyramids. They're gone.
Yeah, they're
Oh yeah,
just
fucking
flattened.
pyramids.
That's
Yeah.
But like I said, that's the best part about these
Yeah.
movies. It's like they don't give a shit. Just
No, but
Destroy
like
everything.
because Kong came up. Spoiler for the movie. Kong came out of Hollow Earth.
get a
To,
toothache.
oh, I thought you said I had something on my
No,
beard.
he
Sorry.
had a toothache.
Yeah, yeah. He came up to go recruit Godzilla to go help him fight the dickhead at the bottom of the
Yeah.
earth, right?
Yeah.
The,
Second
the orangutan guy.
Yeah.
And Godzilla's just like, oh no, fuck this dude. And he just starts running towards him. And Kong is like, no, dude, I'm on your team. I'm on your team. And they boom.
We got some unfinished business from
It's
last
like-
time.
Mothra
Dick.
shows up.
Yeah. Chill.
Yeah,
Be friends.
Mothra's like, come on, you guys.
Is this the Mothra symbol? It's
Yeah.
just like,
Hug it out. Hug it out, guys. We got some work to do. That giant ice lizard and
yeah.
and Scar
The
King
orangutan
got-
pit. Yeah. All right, let's talk about the Scar King. So there's this. They made up some bullshit lore about the Hollow Earth where there used to be this orangutan dickhead who was like taking over the planet, and the Kongs defeated him and locked him in hell. Basically, it's
Yeah.
like this underground like lava chamber, and he wasn't able to get out for eons.
in the inner Earth.
Yeah, in the inner. There's like 4
There's like
layers
all
of inner
kinds of-
Earth.
There's all lots of-
Subterranean Earth.
Subterraneans. Yeah, it's like the 3rd level.
Yeah.
Down.
And-
He was down there forever, just enslaving other apes and being a real dick.
Just being a dick.
Just being a dick
Just dicking around.
for like 400 years
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
And he figures out a way to escape because of Kong.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm gonna go take over the planet again. It's kind of the same.
There's only 12 stories people can tell, right?
Yeah, it's the same story as Ghostbusters New Kingdom or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, they unlock the thing, the bad guy comes out, and then the people have to team up and destroy the bad guy. It's super simple, very simple.
Giant monsters,
and
monkeys.
I liked.
Well, it was like Godzilla initially defeated him and banished him to Middle Earth somehow. Or Hollow.
It was before he had the Ice Titan, though, right? It was when he was just a normal dickhead.
No, because the Ice Titan created the last ice age.
It's all on the hieroglyphs, dude.
I got to reread that part.
Yeah,
it's all in the rocks that we're getting the exposition of. Long ago, the Ice Monkey Titan enslaved the what is silly, but I do want to address one thing.
So
they just ignored Monarch.
Yeah, completely.
Oh yeah.
Never mentioned
that whole time thing.
Not a thing.
Why are these people not aging? Why isn't the Earth aging 40 years every time they go down?
Not a thing.
It's nonsense because they're supposed to be together.
I know.
It's the same world.
I know. That show sucks, dude.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's like
they're not gonna base their multi-million over $100 million movie.
They're making a season 2.
It's an Apple TV thing, man.
It needs to be addressed.
And it does it.
Well, you see, there are different layers.
Yeah, there's like
the Hollow Earth,
right?
And the closer you get to the center, the more the gravity causes time dilation.
I don't know.
Because there's more gravity the closer you get to the center of the Earth, I guess.
Sure.
Although not according to Dr. Target.
But
no.
He's like, well, actually, because there's less mass, you actually get less gravity the closer you get to the center of the Earth.
I don't know.
That's what Dr. Target said.
Okay. I don't know.
He said,
I don't think he knows either.
He said if you got to the core of the Earth, you'd literally be floating.
You'd be weightless.
Yeah, you'd be weightless.
He basically, remember the Total Recall remake?
Oh, the upside down
where
elevator
the center of the Earth,
where they went down and it became zero G.
When they went through the middle.
Yeah, I do remember that.
He said that was theoretically accurate.
What? That movie is not accurate for anything.
Were you not paying attention?
The science is right.
When he was here? Oh wait, he was sitting in for you.
Oh yeah, I was standing in for me. I don't remember that because you guys watched The Core, right?
Yeah,
which is another Hollow Earth type thing.
Bullshit movie.
Yeah,
but
that's funny. I don't know, man. I would say my personal opinion on this movie is it is worth the price of admission to go have a good time.
Yeah,
if you're at all a fan of the previous legendary Godzilla movies, and you can suspend your disbelief way out there and watch some Hollow Earth nonsense and some monsters fight, you're going to enjoy it. It's a fun time. There's not. I didn't get any messaging in this movie.
No,
they actually had a pretty solid white male character that was kind of like the cool character in the show, which was surprising nowadays for movies. They usually don't do that anymore. He's the dude from Downton Abbey, right? Isn't he that kid from Downton Abbey?
No, he's not a kid. He played Michael, the guy who
he went to war, right? And he had like a spinal injury or something like that.
He didn't have a spinal. Well, did he have?
Yeah, he was in a wheelchair for a while.
I forget, but he was like kind of like the main heir to
to Downton Abbey. Yeah,
in the first couple seasons, right?
Yeah,
Matthew
something. Yeah, he's the veterinarian in this movie.
I didn't realize that. That's good. Okay, cool.
I really liked his character. I thought he was fun. He was a fun added. He wears a Hawaiian shirt like Ace Ventura.
Listen, if you go into a movie like this with any kind of serious notion in your brain, this movie's not for you.
Yeah.
Don't waste your money. This is a fun movie that is there for you to go in and waste a couple hours, spend some time with your kids or family, and just have a good time. It's a cartoon, basically.
But how would you compare it to something like Godzilla -1?
Different kind of movie. I'm not as high on -1.
Neither was I. Everybody loves that movie, and I'm just like,
the greatest thing in the world. Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool
for the 12 minutes that Godzilla's on screen.
It's not a monster movie that it's a I don't know, philosophical type monster movie. It's got more deeper meaning behind it.
It's the movie of the year. It's the most fantastic thing ever. It's like, okay, it's a Godzilla movie that had on a budget.
Put it this way.
That's not
Godzilla -1 had a lot more to say.
Yeah, for sure.
It was not just an entertainment for entertainment's sake.
Mm-hmm.
This movie had a message to it.
Yeah.
This movie does not. This movie is like, you see monsters fight.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I'm sold.
What was the New Empire?
New Empire.
The subterranean Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. The new empire
because
Kong's in charge of the monkeys now.
Yeah,
He's-
Yeah, I was going to
is
say,
the empire of the monkeys.
is it the empire of the Kongs or is it
Yeah.
the empire of the like native people?
Yeah, it's
Both?
well, it could be both.
yeah, it could
It's
be both.
about
because they're tied together.
yeah, it's about Kong coming back and reclaiming his
And
Yeah.
Mothra.
Birthright.
And Mothra.
As-
Yeah, so it's like the subterranean hollow
the
earth
monkeys
kingdom
being freed from their
overlord.
expulsion into lava. And
well, they also kept the Ice Titan as a pet.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
cool now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
he's
he's
cool.
not being controlled by
He's like
fear.
riding him back into the
Yeah.
subterranean.
Like, look at this! I got a new ride,
Yeah.
bitches.
Yeah.
I did like that scene. There was a scene where the dickhead orangutan had his Ice Titan and Kong had Godzilla, and they had this
Yeah.
like moment
That
they
was
were
pretty
like
cool.
jumping together.
that
And I was
was
like, oh,
cool.
it's badass.
That was the end
Yeah.
of Rio.
yeah.
And I love at the end where like Kong looks at baby Kong and he's like,
So
yeah, like you're all right.
You're
kid."
all right,
and
kid.
then he like looks at Ice Titan and he kind of gives him like a, you're my guy, right?
You know, all
We're
I was thinking,
cool.
what I was thinking was like, oh, there goes Dan Vasquez. Sorry, Dan.
Dude, Rio was
He's
destroyed.
done.
Just gone.
Rio is gone. It's
But that's what they did.
It
In,
was like
in-
it's like when the first one when they blew up Las Vegas.
yeah,
That was pretty cool.
it was pretty cool.
Well,
pretty
2014 Godzilla, they destroyed Las Vegas
And
and
San
then
Francisco.
San Francisco.
Is there anything left?
Not
And-
really.
And I could have sworn that they destroyed Brazil in King of the Monsters.
It was
I don't-
no, it was Chile, I think, wasn't it?
Chile.
Yeah,
Well, they
I think
destroyed
it was
something
South America somewhere, but it was
Oh,
like
you mean with
in King of the Monsters.
North
Remember
America?
when the big
no that
volcano bird?
King Ghidorah was in this Arctic or whatever, and then
Yeah, but he flew.
that was in Mexico.
Well, they also dropped like that weird bomb.
Oh, the anti-oxygen bomb.
Yeah.
That was in Philadelphia.
And
That was not Philadelphia.
no, Boston. Boston was the
Boston,
place
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
got leveled in King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think in Kong versus Godzilla. I know that
It's like Rome's messed up.
it was Hong Kong was where they had like
Hong Kong is
Yeah.
done.
Oh,
That's
Mecha
where
Godzilla came in Hong Kong. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's not that many cities left. You can go to Russia. There's probably
Tokyo's
a
still
couple
out
Russian cities.
there, I think.
Moscow's still around.
Yeah.
Worth the price of admission. Go check it out. What do
Yeah,
you think?
for
Do you,
sure.
you
100%.
suggest people go see it in
Yeah,
theaters?
yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to, I mean, look, it's just a waste your time movie.
Yeah.
Is it high cinema? No, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and you know, I'm 3.5 stars, I think.
Cool. Wow, that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
So,
Jude, how about you?
I loved it. I had a great time. I love these like old school monster movies. I was very excited to go see this. Baby Kong was adorable. The monster on monster fighting, epic. Loved it. In the realm of monster movies, this is like a 4-star movie for me. This is 4 monkey dicks out of 5 monkey dicks.
Wow.
that's a lot of monkey.
That's a lot of monkey dick.
They're Kong size.
Kadish, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, I mean these movies are dumb but fun. Like whenever you see a Monsterverse movie, you know what you're gonna get,
Mhm.
basically. So I'd give it 3 stars.
Cool. Good deal. Same. Yeah, go check it out. It's about 3.5, something like that. I think I like King of the Monsters more. That one had
yeah, that's a good one.
the fights in that movie were rad.
A little more serious.
But, yeah, this
but-
is tongue in cheek on this one. This is a little more comedy to it.
Yeah,
uh,
I can't wait to buy all these like on some like
Massive box set.
Blu-ray box set.
Just
something.
watch them one at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
it's like I get them all on digital as they come out.
We
but
were
I want-
worried. Oh, I did want to mention this before we start doing super chats. You and I were both like during the trailer when we see Kong and Godzilla like running together like buddy cop.
Yeah,
We were kind of dogging on the whole thing. Like,
yeah,
oh,
that's weird.
like-
They changed him. Kong or Godzilla looks weird. His arms are longer now.
he's a little spry. He's lost some weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been working out.
Went down a weight class. I guess.
Yeah, he's a little more spry.
Yeah.
Give him a little bit more. He's gonna look like that one from '98.
That's a dog shit movie.
That movie's underrated. What was I gonna say? But I think so. One of the things that we were always worried about this is like when everything is 10 stories tall, then nothing's 10 stories
Right.
tall, right? With like the perspective of
Well, that's what Hollow Earth
Yeah.
is like, right?
yeah, everything is huge in Hollow Earth, so it's just like a bunch of normal sized creatures fighting each other. But
And trees apparently.
Which was
Oh
which
yeah,
was
the tree that ate the pilot. That was pretty
oh, that
cool.
was so
Yeah.
random.
That was awesome.
Came out of nowhere.
really
Scared the
like-
shit out of
I
my
like
kid
the
though.
pilot. I related to the pilot. A
The
little.
pilot
He had a good beard game going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Good glasses.
unceremoniously killed
Just
for no
yeah.
reason.
and I knew they were going to kill him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I counted down
Yeah, yeah.
because I was holding my kid
Like,
and
oh,
I'm
there it
watching
goes.
this scene play out, and I go,
He's dead.
he's gonna die.
Yeah.
5, 4,
Yeah, I
3,
did the same thing.
2, and then and my kid went, ah! I'm like, I told you.
Tree got him. Tree got him. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the super chats. $4.99 from Smitty says, "You don't got to say nothing. You guys are amazing. Keep doing your thing." Of course, we're going to mention you, Smitty. Come on, man. You're the boss. You're the best.
We love Smitty.
We love Smitty. $10 from William Forbes. Haha, I thought for sure they were going to make Zilla gay and lame. Happy to hear that is not the case. I'm looking forward to watching it. These movies are just great, dumb fun. No need for spoiler warnings. Yeah. You're not going into this movie thinking you're going to get some kind of message. Go to Godzilla -1.
There was no talk about sexuality at all
None
in this movie.
None.
Just like no one's gay, no one's straight.
Nothing's. Yeah, it's just a fun movie.
That's not the point of this movie. We are here to watch monsters.
It's a Pacific Rim movie.
Yeah. Yep. We should watch that.
You've
never seen Pacific Rim?
Oh my God. It's the best movie ever.
Dude.
I know.
Can we do a commentary next
Do you
week?
want to come over and watch?
Oh, is that going to be our next commentary? Are we going to torture Matt with doing
We should torture Matt with Pacific Rim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, if you want to get our commentaries, go to saltinerdclub.com, become a Patreon member, and you'll get our old school reviews.
Today.
Yeah. Old school reviews. Plus, we do a little extra stuff on the side. Our commentary on the Masters of the Universe, and now we have Hackers from 1995 with Angelina Jolie's first movie she ever did, and I think we should do Pacific Rim.
Yeah, I would love to do
That sounds like
Rim.
fun.
I'm down.
The first one. The second one kind of.
I'll be calling in sick.
Katie's just calling in sick. I'll run the show. Fuck it, let's go.
Don't need you.
Yeah, Pacific Rim's fun. I like that. Another $5 from William Forbes. Thank you, sir. Katie's explaining gravity looked like you were just thinking, because fuck you, that's why. As an explanation for science in these movies.
There's no science explanations in these.
No.
Don't need it. Who cares?
Oh, man. We got, let's see, Backyard TARDIS member for 10 months. Godzilla -1 takes shit's better than New Empire.
Disagree. There's disagree.
Is that, I'm trying to, I'm rereading that sentence. He takes shit's better. So Godzilla -1 shit is better than this movie. Is that what he's saying?
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can think that. It's fine, Nick.
Or maybe he takes the punches better.
I don't know. No, I think he's saying that this movie's stock garbage and -1 is good.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's fine. Godzilla -1 has its own thing. It's a totally different vibe.
Different kind of movie.
Different kind of movie than this. This is my kind of turn your brain off, watch some shit happen on screen.
This movie makes me want to enjoy a film. -1 makes me want to go get in a car wreck.
Go kamikaze yourself.
Yeah, it's like
go kamikaze yourself, you lame piece of shit. Remember that whole message?
Yeah.
For a majority of that movie, I was like,
Yeah.
is everybody telling him to go die?
That whole movie, the message was go kill yourself.
Yeah. And then at the end, they were like, never mind.
Then if you want to
You're
get
all
more,
right, man.
then you can watch it in black and white and get more depressed.
It's Godzilla -0.
They released
Just-
it in black and white.
It's just -1 is just depressing as shit.
Gary in the chat just came up with the best porno name:
Mm.
Pacific Rimming Vader.
Whoa. Pacific Rimming.
That's
Dude, that's a pretty good parody.
I
Can
don't-
you
I don't know
imagine that?
I don't know what to think about.
Pacific Rimming. It's just the giant robot.
Godzilla -69 Pacific Rim.
The only way to defeat the kaiju is just
Yeah.
fucking hobnob.
You gotta
all the way.
take one for the team. You gotta take one for the team, V.
The Jaegers just have giant freaking flashlights on them.
Don't spoil it. I haven't seen it yet.
Dun, 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 dun.
Whiskey danger.
Dun, dun,
That would have made it a better movie.
Give me $200 million. I'll make that movie for you guys. Find a
Get
studio.
Del Toro on the phone.
Listen,
Yeah.
porn is a multi-billion-dollar industry. They got some money. Come on, start making some feature films.
Got more money than God.
Oh man! All right. You had a story about how somebody escaped North Korea by using Godzilla.
Yeah, so it's about the communist Godzilla.
Oh,
Okay.
let's
You guys wanna
talk to
hear
me.
about
Talk to me.
Godzilla. Okay.
Yeah. So again, this is a true Hollywood story, and it's about a movie called Pulgasari, which is basically the North Korean Godzilla. So before he took control of North Korea from his father Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il was a major movie fanatic, amassing more than 15,000 VHS, DVD, and Laserdisc collections of major Hollywood movies, his favorite of which were the James Bond and Rambo films. Because North Koreans weren't allowed to watch international releases, Kim Jong-il went so far as to establish an underground circuit of bootleg films smuggled in from South Korea for his own viewing pleasure. Eventually, Kim Jong-il was tasked with overseeing the entire North Korean movie industry as a strategic weapon to help elevate his country in the eyes of the world and educate international audiences on the communist values of North Korea. Unfortunately for Kim Jong-il, North Korea's movie industry sucked. Filmmakers lacked technical skills, the actors weren't very good, and no one in the country was all that creative due to the artistic suppression of communist society. And most notably, their neighbors to the south, the South Koreans, put them to shame in every category when it came to producing innovative, fun, and profitable cinema. In South Korea in the 60s and 70s, the biggest movie star was a woman named Choi Yoon-hee. Not only was she a beautiful and talented actress, but she was married to Shin Sang-ok, one of South Korea's most talented filmmakers, who was a big reason why Yoon-hee's career had been so successful. Unfortunately, the couple divorced in 1976, and in the wake of ending their creative partnership, Yoon-hee found difficulty getting movie roles. Kim Jong-il was a big fan of Yoon-hee's and devised a plot to get her to become the face of North Korean cinema. Kim Jong-il ended up luring Yoon-hee to China under the guise of a group of investors willing to fund a new production company with her. But once she was in China, Kim Jong-il had her abducted and smuggled into North Korea, where she was imprisoned but pampered, as Kim Jong-il made it clear she was to help bring credibility and new life to North Koreans' film culture. After not hearing from his ex-wife for a while, Sang-ok started searching for her, like Liam Neeson in the film Taken, and 6 months later followed her trail to Hong Kong, only to find that it was another trap set by Kim Jong-il, who abducted him and brought the filmmaker to North Korea as well. I know, right? Sang-ok tried to escape from North Korea numerous times before Kim Jong-il resorted to having him jailed and tortured until he agreed to make movies for North Korea and help establish the country's film industry. With South Korea's most popular filmmaker and actress now indentured to making movies in North Korea, Kim Jong-il would pull a Bob Iger and be the executive producer of all their movies and was responsible for approving all of their creative ideas. The kidnapped duo made 7 films together for their great leader before they finally produced a film that would help them regain their freedom, the Godzilla knockoff called Pulgasari. Though Kim Jong-il hated Japan, he was impressed with how Godzilla films appealed to Western audiences and wanted a similar franchise that would capture the admiration of Americans like Godzilla had. With Pulgasari, an elderly blacksmith, while starving in a prison cell at the behest of a villainous emperor, molds the creature out of rice and uses his dying daughter's blood to bring it to life to fight against the evil emperor. Kim Jong-il loved the story and even hired the special effects team of the original Godzilla films, along with Kimpencharo Satsuma, who was the man inside the Godzilla suit, to play Pulgasari. Kim Jong-il thought the final film was a masterpiece, and it was a huge hit in North Korea. The movie did so well that Yoon-hee and Sang-ok devised a plan. They pitched the idea of a big-budget historical epic based around the life of Genghis Khan to Kim Jong-il, citing the success of Pulgasari as proof that they could make an epic spectacle to rival anything in Hollywood. But with the people of North Korea starving, they would need to seek out outside investment to help them fund the film. Thus, Kim Jong-il approved a business trip to a film festival in Vienna, where Yoon-hee and Sang-ok were to pitch their vision to investors using Pulgasari as a proof of concept picture to convince foreigners that North Korea's film industry was on the brink of greatness. But just like something out of the James Bond films Kim Jong-il loved so much, as soon as they were in Vienna, Yoon-hee and Sang-ok escaped from their guards and made their way to the U.S. embassy, where the couple gained asylum and were once again safe from the clutches of Kim Jong-il. Enraged by the daring escape, Kim Jong-il retaliated by having the couple's names stripped from their films, having Sang-ok labeled a traitor, and banning the movies from ever being shown in North Korea theaters again. Meanwhile, Yoon-hee and Sang-ok got remarried, immigrated to the United States, and ended up making the 1995 family adventure film Three Ninjas Knuckle Up.
No way.
In 1999, the couple moved back to South Korea, where they spent their remaining years living happily ever after.
Oh, that's a good story.
Wow, what a story.
That's crazy. That seems like something that would be in like Team America World Police. Make me a movie, I'll kill you. Threaten me with a good time, man. Yeah, I'll make a movie for you.
I mean, that was pretty much what it was.
Yeah. That's wild. I looked up real quick the image of Pogasari.
What do you have him?
Yeah, it just looks like a really horned up Godzilla.
Can you share your screen?
I don't know if the picture's good enough to do that, but I'll show you. I mean, it's kind of like a small picture. It's just on Google. It looks like that.
Oh yeah, that looks like
Can you see it on my
that looks like
screen?
a Power Rangers villain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does. I don't know if you can see that on my. Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. It's the only thing I could find on Google. It's very small. Sorry about that.
Well, because of the ban on this movie, because the guy who made it was a traitor to North Korea. It's been very hard to actually get prints of this stuff to like see it, and to just have to resort to like bootleg copies of it over the years for
Sounds
people to
right.
actually get to see like the movie. But it was a very blatant Godzilla ripoff.
It's a very blatant
Yeah.
Godzilla ripoff. Yeah, he does look like a Power Ranger villain.
Yeah,
I'm looking at a couple.
I just had an
I
idea.
feel like Shatner fought him.
When we
Yeah.
do our commentary for Pacific Rim,
Yeah.
and Kadish is skipping out,
Right.
we'll have Blaine come in and
That's
Oh.
phenomenal idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he loves that movie.
He's- yeah.
That's a great idea.
He's one of
I'm gonna
us.
text him right now. He's coming. He's gonna come in town soon. We can
Yeah.
record that for sure.
Yep.
Then Kadish doesn't have to torture himself.
Yep.
It'd be a lot of fun. It's a great idea, man.
That's right. He is going to be here.
Now Katie's just gonna be like, no, fuck you
Oh,
guys.
I
coming?
want to hang out with Blaine.
Fuck Blaine, man. I'll go hang out by myself and watch good movies.
I'll go look at Twitter on my.
Hey, we're gonna squat up on Helldivers and play with
Yeah.
Blaine
Oh,
when
yeah.
he's here.
He'll just be out there.
Well, he's
like,
sleeping
doing-
here.
doing work.
Yeah, I told him he
Yeah.
can sleep here if he wants.
No, I meant him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Put a cot in the.
Just
yeah.
put a cotton in the studio. Just Blaine sleeping here the whole week.
Put a cot in the TV. Yeah, right, whatever. Yeah.
I'm
Brushing his teeth and doing like a hoe bath.
yeah. I got a bathroom over here. You'll be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, just bring a couple of you
Oh, bath.
hoe
Hoe
bath with the water fountain.
Mm-hmm.
Team Glory Hole.
Yeah. What else are we talking about today?
I think that's it.
That's it?
Covered it, yeah.
Are we done
Yeah.
already?
Well, I was
We gotta-
hoping you guys would react more to the stories, but
Yeah, I don't know. What do you want? It's like
I thought
story
they were-
time.
they
Story
were-
time with Kadish.
Oh,
Cool. All right.
that's very interesting.
Fascinating.
What else are we watching? And I know there's a couple of
Oh,
movies coming
yeah,
out in
what are we-
theaters.
What are we doing next week?
Next week, I think because the Nerdrotic meetup is
Oh,
coming
who
to
knows?
town.
We're gonna
So
do
next
something.
week we have no idea. We might do a Tuesday show. We might not because we're going to be doing.
Tuesday night meetup, Monday night meetup.
Yeah, we're going to be doing meetups every night. Plus, we're guest hosting on like a bunch of
Yeah.
people's shows. I think that are going to be here in studio. We got a very slammed week next week, so I'm not sure what our shows are going to look like.
Probably eating some Korean barbecue at some point.
Oh, I guarantee. Yeah, we'll definitely do
Yeah.
that. We'll be eating some food.
Monkey
food for
Man's
sure.
coming out. Sci-Fax says Monkey Man's coming out.
Oh,
right?
is it this week?
I don't know, is it?
Ooh, that's
Might have to squeak out some time to go see that.
yeah, that's a good candidate. Monkey Man 20. What's it say? 2023. Oh, it's a different Monkey Man.
how many
Anyway.
Monkey Mans are
I
there?
don't know. Apparently, there's more than one. Oh, that's the Monkey King.
Monkey Man in Middle Earth, Hollow Earth.
Where do you want to see the next Godzilla movie go? You want more Hollow Earth? You want less Hollow Earth this
I
time?
don't know. I don't
What do you
have
want
any
to see?
I have any idea. It's let's have a
I want more monsters.
Yeah.
More monsters.
More
There's a lot of monsters in these movies.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to have a baby Kong grow up and the torch needs to be passed.
Oh, okay. I've got to address this. Vader, you can back me up. $10 from William Forbes. Does Helldivers live up to the hype? I'm not a PC gamer, so I've been debating it. I have a decent PC to run it. Does it have controller support or just PC controls? Okay, great.
Do you want me to answer those?
Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Helldivers? Okay. Does it live up to the hype?
We could talk about this for a minute
We
because
could.
Helldivers is
Our latest obsession.
It's inserted itself into the
Culture for sure.
culture.
Yeah.
100%. Everybody plays it.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. I picked it up.
I haven't seen a game take over the
gaming space.
the space like in a very long time.
Yeah.
So
I haven't
yeah.
seen it. I want to say probably since, for me personally, I don't play every game that comes out, but for me, I haven't seen a game this hyped since Skyrim. Probably
Yeah,
everybody played Skyrim when it came out.
except me.
You never played Skyrim?
No.
Oh, bro, you'd love it.
No, I own it.
Oh, okay.
I just bought it a couple months ago.
Oh, well, you should play it.
Yeah.
Helldive, yes, absolutely lives up to the hype, especially for the $40 price point. You can go for the $50 or $60 one, and you get some extra stuff, but you don't need to do that. You can buy the game at $40 and you can play your way to the top because as you play, you earn actual money because they have a thing called super credits in the game that you can use to purchase armor and guns and stuff like that. But it's actually worth like dollars. Like it's
Yeah.
real money. You can either spend $5 on this pack, or you can play the game and earn 100 super credits and buy the pack.
Right.
So like you're earning.
You don't have to spend real money.
No, yeah. As you're playing, you're
Once you
earning
buy
money in the game to spend it on things.
I'll say this much: like I've seen other games kind of like break their way into
Mhm.
like get the gaming culture, and they would be played a lot for short periods of time. So like Fortnite is of course like the king, and then like
Right.
you have other stuff that come along, and it'd be like, oh, like this is a fun game. You'd see all the gamers like start playing it.
Mhm.
But I feel like Helldivers 2 has staying power.
It does.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's not just something that's going to kind of break in and then people are going to go back to the old games. I feel like this is a game that people are going to continue to play.
I'm seeing like Halo type stuff coming out of
Yeah.
this game. I feel like there's going to be a movie. I feel like there's going to be tons of fan films and shit that are already being
Already they're making cartoons and stuff.
music videos.
Yeah.
There's going to be merch. You know,
Mhm.
there's people building helmets and armor sets.
Oh
from
yeah,
fucking
dude.
3D
Oh
printer
yeah,
sets.
dude.
You know,
it's rad.
It's incredible.
If I had $1,000 to spend
Yeah.
on whatever I wanted, I'd get a Helldivers
and
armor set.
and they're just getting started. It's only been out a couple months. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's another faction that they're going to introduce into the game that we haven't even seen yet.
Yes.
you know,
Well, two of
Well,
them.
Yeah,
what's
it's
funny
wild.
is how the developers just keep like people are like, can we have like this flag and this flag in the game? And
No,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
no.
That's why this game is popular, because the developers aren't kowtowing to
Anybody.
anybody on either side of the culture war. It's like, this is our world.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your tranny flags. Fuck you and your MAGA flags. It doesn't belong.
This is
And
our
that's
game.
and that's what everybody
Come and
loves
play and
about
have
this
fun.
shit.
It's literally just come and have some
Yeah,
fun.
that's it.
That's all the game is supposed to be.
With
It's got
fascism.
but it's like a parody of fascism
Yeah.
because it's based off of Starship Troopers, which was a parody on fascism.
Exactly.
It's all part of the fun. But here's the thing: like for me, I talked to Kadish, I don't know, maybe last month or something like that, and I was like, man, I think I've outgrown games.
Yeah.
Like I pick up new games all the time.
And they
I
also,
picked up a couple games on Steam recently and tried to get into them, and I'm just like, I'm freaking bored. None of these games are interesting. The gameplay is dull. I can't get into any of
Right.
these stories, yada yada yada. And then Helldivers comes out.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'll give it a shot. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so fun. I don't want to stop. To the point where I follow the official Helldivers thing on
Mhm.
X, and every once in a while they'll put out major orders.
Yeah.
I got a major order yesterday that said, all hands on deck, we're taking Malevelon Creek.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, let's go. I immediately logged on. Like I legitimately
Mhm.
got an order from high command, and
Yep.
I immediately grabbed my laptop.
right.
It was like, boys, we're taking Malevelon
go.
Creek. Let's go. And I'm just like, my wife looked at me like, what has happened to you? I'm like, I don't know, but I love it. And I can't stop. I'm just having so much fun. I go solo. I'll solo a couple of missions, and then when you're on, I'll hop on with you. You introduce me to your friend.
Dawn.
What is the name? His real name? I don't know his real name.
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah.
You introduced me to your friend Dawn. Now we're playing together. We've got Blaine
Yeah,
on
I
there.
don't really like that.
He's
my friend.
Am I encroaching on your friendship?
Yeah. He's been my best gaming friend for like 20 years.
Worlds are colliding.
Worlds are colliding.
I got Blaine on it. I gifted the game to like 3 other people just
Yeah.
because I wanted them to play.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, here, I'll buy the game for you. Just play.
Very
it.
nice of you.
It's weaseled its way into my brain, and
Mhm.
because it's
You
just
got your kid playing.
yeah, my kid's playing
Like-
now too.
Like we were playing yesterday, right? And he was like, "Man, I got to go take a shit or something. I don't know what it was you had to do." It's like, here, Andrew, get on the play. Let's go.
Yeah.
Andrew's like, "Let's go." Ah.
Yeah, he's throwing out stratagems
Yeah,
and stuff like that. I'm like,
It's like, man, Alex, your voice changed. Let's go, guys.
was he talking to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's hilarious.
It's funny.
No, it's definitely worth the hype. And if you to answer your other questions, whether or not you can have a controller. So what I do, I'm a PC player. I can play on mouse and keyboard if I
Mhm.
want, but honestly, if I'm just looking to relax, I hook up a Bluetoothed Xbox controller
Yeah.
to my PC, and it works like that. You can use it.
I have one of those, but I haven't tried to use it yet.
So if-
I might
Is
try
this
to
why
see
your
it.
kid came over to my house and was like, "We can make this work"?
Probably.
Because you're like just rigging things up in your house. He comes over and opens a drawer in my house, and he's like, "Hey, can we connect this to your TV?"
Yeah, no, I can. I have Bluetooth controllers all over my house.
I
I'm
mean-
like, yeah, that'll work. Here, just plug it in.
This game is inspired. I mean, I've talked to Alex a little bit. It's like I want to do a video game podcast dedicated to nothing but Helldivers. like once a month, just do a Helldivers.
Just catch up on Helldivers.
yeah,
What we're doing.
Yeah, do a 2-hour show.
I came in early.
We could have guys like Nerdy Neo on.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whoever.
I came in early this morning and caught a couple of missions.
Yeah.
And I was just playing, like just burning an hour or so. That's the other beautiful thing too. Is like I can't, as a dad, I've got 3 kids, I got a life, I've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I can't keep up with games like Modern Warfare, and I can't just hop in for a quick 15 minutes because I'm so far behind the trend on like shooter games.
See,
I'm slow.
That's the other thing that's cool about this is that it's the beginning of this.
Mm-hmm.
We're in at the beginning of this game.
Yeah.
You play a game like World of Warcraft. Just
that's way too much. I can't get into that.
A person can't get into that game now as a new player because there's 20 years of bullshit you gotta work through.
Yeah.
But now's the time of getting in on this game because it's literally just starting.
Mm-hmm.
It's just starting. And
yeah, there's
no doubt in my mind that 15 years from now, we still might be playing Helldivers.
It'll be Helldivers 3.
It could be.
Yeah, I mean, they've made so much money on this game, and it's an independent developer, so they don't need that much.
Studio.
Yeah, they're going to put out another one, and as long as they stick to their guns, if Arrowhead doesn't change their mentality when it comes to this game,
as long as Activision or Microsoft,
and it's just like
try to buy them.
Sony comes in is like, well, we have to do this for this and this. No,
weren't they former Bungie developers?
Yes, so they used to work for 343, and some of the I don't know which ones, but some of the developers on Arrowhead used to work at 343 for Halo. Mm-hmm. And they pitched this game as a Halo game originally. They were like, hey, we can do this as ODST, whatever. This is it's literally ODST. It's orbital drop shock troopers. But 343 was like, no, that's not our brand. We're going to do Halo shitty version. Yeah. And they kept making these terrible Halo games that had no growth, nothing new. It was just like, here, buy our new skins for $20. Like all that bullshit. And these guys were like, you know what? This is a dope ass game idea. Let's just go make it ourselves. And they went and did it, and it's freaking incredible.
Yeah.
Do you prefer? Let me just ask you. I haven't asked you this question yet. Do you prefer bugs or robots? There's two factions you can fight. You can fight the Terminators, or you can fight the bugs.
So you guys are way higher level than me.
I'm only level 32.
Yeah, but I'm only like level 13.
Yeah, that's fine.
But so far, I think the robots are funner to fight because you get in like crazier situations, and you can do shit like shoot down drop ships and stuff. It's a little more intense. But the bugs, if you just want to go like
just
mow shit down with a machine gun, then the bugs. I like them both. I do like them both. But for I think so far for being in a squad like we play, I think the bots are a little more fun.
I prefer the bots because it takes more strategy.
Yeah.
Bugs are just like, as long as you don't get swarmed, you're pretty solid. Unless you're
when you launch a nuke, it's so sad.
Dude, it's so
it is so
you stand there and just go like this.
Kaboom. It's really
But that's the other thing too, is like this game is so gorgeous. Yeah. And apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently some of it is procedurally generated for like the planets and the worlds and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating.
It's never the same.
Yeah, no, none of the missions you go on, the missions are the same, but none of the planets that you go to are the same. They're all different. They all have different weather types. I went to a planet one time that had like meteor showers coming down. And I've only been to that planet once, and I was like, this is freaking intense. Because you're like running through like this moonscape, whatever, and all of a sudden just freaking things started blowing up.
I like how they can just throw like random stuff at you. Like,
it's kind of Joel, the game master.
Yeah, it's like, oh, let's get this guy the meteor storm. Let's screw with the let's put a jamming tower over there. So they can't do some shit.
That's frustrating. You got to run up to it and fight your way in and turn it off. Dude, this game is so fun. It's just
super fun.
I'm never bored. No. I can hop on for 15 minutes if I want.
And that's
catch one mission and then leave.
And that's what I was explaining to the wife last night.
Yeah.
She goes, what is this game you guys are playing? I go, it's called Helldivers. And I basically gave her the rundown. But she goes, it's not going to be like another WoW situation, because she's worried about video games. Because I made my wife a WoW.
You got addicted for a while.
I made my wife a WoW widow. She's never really quite forgiven me for that little section of our marriage, because I was a piece of shit. I really was. I was more interested in raiding with my 40 buddies that I've never met in the real world, instead of hanging out with her. And it was not good. It was bad. I had to get in a bit different mental spot. But this game, you can go and I can hang out with my friends, and we can play for 45 minutes, knock out a twofer, and I'm happy for the day. Yeah. And I do that 2 or 3 times a week. I'm done. I'm good. Let's go.
Yep. So just slowly progress. Yeah. And you never feel like, even if you're a lower ranking player, if you hop in with
my level 10 guy has using the same gun that your level 30 guy is.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? This is something that I do if I'm playing solo and you guys aren't on. I'll go and I'll search for people who are playing by themselves.
Yeah.
Who are low level. I'll hop in and I'll be like, hey, here's some extra weapons. Let me help you. Let's go. What do you need? Oh, I need to go over there, but that place is too big for me. I can't handle it. Drop a freaking giant grenade launcher. Here you go, buddy. Let's go fight them. It's that kind of a vibe where like everybody's kind of like just a community just hanging out.
And it's cool. There's stuff in the game. It's like everybody works together.
Everybody.
It's like you're playing in the game. It's like, hey man, I'm gonna drop a shield generator over here for you. It's like, okay, because my guy's not.
You're not. You can't. Yeah.
I can't get that.
Yeah.
But you can. Because you can get another one on top of the one you're already using, drop it for me to use.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. Yeah, because it's like you could drop one for yourself, and after like 2 or 3 minutes, I have access to another one.
Then I can immediately die.
Your death scenes are hilarious, dude. I watched you jump off of a cliff one time just because you were afraid of the robot. You're like, I gotta get out of here. He just falls off a cliff. I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't know.
No, it's definitely, in my opinion, is well worth the gameplay. Jump in, find a group of friends, especially ones who are higher ranking than you.
Find us,
help you out. Find us, William Forbes. If you're going to jump in, give us your
Matt Vader 74 on Steam.
Yeah, you'll find me salty_nerd.
Just let us know that you. I don't like to play with strangers.
Forbes also gifted 5 memberships at the behest of our
that was nice.
of our shit. What is your title?
Ambassador of
Estrogen. Thank you so much. We hit our goal, I think, right? Is that 10?
Did you get Samuel Schwager?
Let me check. Where's he at?
He's right above Forbes.
Oh yeah, gifted 1.
I think
awesome.
we're at 11.
We're at 11 memberships.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Which means all 11 of you folks that are just got gifted, hang tight for the end of this live stream. We're gonna hop right into our members only stream.
Yeah,
that gets a little wild sometimes. So thank you all.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I think I put Helldivers on the email. I'm so obsessed with this game, dude. It's ridiculous. I freaking play it all the time. I'd be playing it right now.
Get some call-ins or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a Q&A session with our members. So that'll be
Start thinking of some questions. Members.
Yeah. Get some questions out there. You guys have been burning to ask us, and we will answer them. It's all about communicating with our members in this next live stream. We're gonna be searching for the chat and having a good time. All right, I've successfully bored Jude out of her mind.
Not
with
true.
Helldivers. Would you ever play Helldivers?
No.
Why not?
No, but I enjoy your enthusiasm about it.
So fun.
Yeah.
So did you ever play the Harry Potter game?
No.
She's
I
not
mean,
a
if I
gamer.
was gonna play a game, it would be that one.
Yeah.
But I'm just not a gamer. I'm
Huh.
not into it.
All
Sorry,
right.
kid.
That's okay. It's all right. I'm waiting for Kadish to start playing it. He's gonna get frustrated.
You think he has the time?
No.
I wish I had.
He can make the time. If he can watch 4 movies in a week,
If
he
he
can
can do it on his phone.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna quit watching movies. We're just gonna talk about Helldivers.
It's become a Helldivers podcast.
Let's go.
Just a hard brand change. Just
There are some people out there that I would love to. I'm serious. I want to do like a monthly show.
Yeah.
Just talking about video games, and we can do Helldivers. Like, I want to have people on. Like, remember? Did you see the video I posted of the Helldivers heavy metal theme song?
Yes. Yeah.
I want to talk to that guy. He's got 2 million subs.
That's pretty bad.
I want to bring him on the show. I want to chat. I want to know his process.
Yeah.
I want to know how he plays. I want to hang out with that guy.
I know. I'm loving all the fans have started creating content
Yeah.
about the show now.
Yeah.
Like there's legit cartoons out there. I feel like
we're getting a red versus blue stuff going.
Dude, I was just gonna say that.
There's
Red versus blue is officially dead.
Yeah.
Like the brand is dead. They got bought out. They went woke. They made no money. Their shit was not funny anymore, and they gone.
Have you seen the videos of the Marine drill sergeant that plays the game?
No, is it hilarious?
Oh my god, it is hilarious.
Yeah,
this guy just drops into random people's games. Let's go, maggots! Let's get in there. And everybody plays along.
Yeah,
it's so good, man. It's so funny.
I love it.
I'll have to show you that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, the Helldivers community they're starting to create this fun content now outside of the game, and it's all just good stuff. I love it. I love seeing a good game get recognized and having the community come around it and just having fun.
Yep.
There's no drama. There's no nothing about it. It's just we're just here to shoot bugs and kill robots, man.
That's it.
Me too. All right. I'll see you guys on Malevolon Creek. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. If you are a member of the channel, please stay tuned. You will be directly transferred to our members only live stream, which is going to start here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, can one of you drop the link to the members thing in the chat, just in case?
Because
we have it set up to automatically switch everyone over, but
yeah,
is that the one he said?
I got it. Okay. Let me see. Copy link, and then go over here, and then right click, paste.
Should I
Boom.
make us a cocktail for the members chat?
Yes.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great idea. All right, we're going to grab a cocktail. We're going to take a pee break. Members, we will see you in just a few minutes. Super shout
10
out
minutes.
to our super chatters. Let me see real quick. You fucked that bitch for a total of $4. William Forbes multiple times with some heavy membership gifting from Major Chai Chai, $1 from Late Night with Chat or late night with Cap. God, I cannot speak. Schmitty Snippets. Go check out his channel. He's a great guy. Really, really funny reviews. And again, William Forbes, thank you so much. You're in here multiple times. Samuel, thank you for the gifted memberships. We will catch you guys soon. Everybody else already left the studio, so I guess I'll say goodbye. Stay salty, folks.
Hey, folks, thanks so much for watching this live stream. If you want to watch our previous live stream, make sure to click right here. Or if you would like to check out one of our favorite highlights, click right here.